Guys, welcome to the One-Up Weekly Live. We have a special treat for you today. So if you're not familiar with the content that we have, my name is Justin, and I have a channel called Console Kits. Retro Ralph is here with me as another channel. We also, every Sunday, have a podcast together where we talk about mostly arcade and home arcade. It's called the One-Up Weekly. So give us a like, give us some impressions. We would love to hear from you. And we're going to be doing an unboxing of the Star Wars Pinball. What do we call it? A cabinet? It's like a pinball table from Arcade1up. Now, this is the Star Wars cabinet. Shout out to my favorite YouTubers that cover Star Wars. Star Wars Theory, dude, I love you. I love your content. I'm hoping you watch this because I know you love Arcade1up content. And the den of nerds, man, I love you. I hope maybe you're watching this as well because we get the honor to show the world, the non-Arcade1up employees, non-Zen, the first look of the Star Wars pinball cabinet. This thing is going to be, it's $550. It's going to be available in February, but we got the pre-production unit. So
we do.
It's really cool. So Ralph, take it away. What's your plan for the show?
So, all right, first of all, need your box cutter. We got a good, high-quality box cutter. Mm-hmm. So the plan is to unbox this, build it. We're going to do it all here. So hopefully, at least from my perspective, what I've heard so far, the body of it's already built. So we have to build just the back glass part of it where it has your DMD and a lit up picture there, the graphic. So we got to put that together, put the pinball legs on it, and we should be good to go. But our plan is to actually get to the point where we have gameplay, and I have cameras set up in here, Justin. So we have multiple camera angles. Mm-hmm. So we can do angles from the top. We can do angles from the front. And then the cool thing is that I have a tripod that's very high, so we can make sure we get the whole playfield. And if we have time, what I would, in a perfect world, want to be able to do is have a camera on the back glass so we can see the DMD screen as it actually interacts with the gameplay. So as you're doing things on the table, the DMD will actually update. There's mini games and things like that. So the goal is, at the end of this, everyone has a good perspective of how it actually functions at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's right. So we've learned a couple things already, and Ralph, we got to
I'm going to start, Justin, as you're talking. I'm going to start.
So Ralph called me the other day, and this morning, so he received the box. This came shipped directly from Hong Kong. It was like a fast 2-day shipping. All the rest of the units, some people have pre-ordered this already. They're on a boat right now heading towards North American shore. Yep. And so those should come late January, I think it is, early February. This is going to be the same unit, we understand. This was again, pre-production. Ralph,
so Justin, I want to tell you something really quick.
Go ahead.
So I just want to tell you something really quick that you probably can't pick up on the camera. Maybe you can. Mm-hmm. It tells you everything that's included in the box on this left flap. So on the left flap, It tells you basically everything. It's kind of like how in a manual it normally tells you all your parts. Your parts list is right here. So I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, so does it say anything beyond a screwdriver that you would need? Is it just a screwdriver?
So actually interesting. So good question. It looks like it comes with the crowbar, and I'm going to say that that's probably to put the legs on. Not a crowbar. Sorry. Yes, it comes with a crowbar. Gush.
You mean like an Allen wrench?
An Allen key, yeah. It does not come with a crowbar. That would be, I don't know what that would be for. But yeah.
Come on, Ralph. Are you a little nervous? Take a breath.
No, it's just this is exciting. There's a lot going on here. So it has the manual in there, the power supply, everything, all the parts. Yep. So, but it does look like the body is all assembled, so we should be good.
Yeah. So what's interesting is, Ralph, you're upstairs, right? So
yeah, because I needed a good. Yeah.
You actually had to bring this unit from downstairs to upstairs, right?
Yes, and that's a good. Let me put the other camera on really quick. This is super important. This thing is freaking heavy. So this took Kim and I to lift it up the stairs. I would definitely not advise you to do it alone. I mean, sure I could hulk the thing up the stairs, but I'd probably really hurt my back. So I guess what I would say is if you're putting it in a different location, like if you're getting it out of your car, putting it into the ground floor, think about where you're going to set it up. If it's going to be set up in a different room than like your ground level, then I would probably unbox it and bring the parts up to where you're going to assemble it. Because it actually was very heavy. I felt bad asking Kim to help me with that.
Yeah, so we were thinking about that, like if you unpack it in your main level, that means you're going to separate the weight for 3 major parts, right? You got your legs, you got the body, and then you got the back glass. And probably the body itself, we don't know. Well, once we start unpacking this, maybe we'll get a better idea. The body might be, I don't know, 70 pounds by itself. We don't know.
It's got to be. It's got to be
So
close
that's a
to
little
that.
different, and that's important because Arcade1up, the cabinets in stealth, although they recommend that
These are really nice, by the way, Justin.
Really?
The legs are nice. Nice, like chrome pinball legs. They're really, really nice. And then you have the, if you need to adjust the height, for uneven. This is not really the height, I would say. This is more if you have an uneven floor surface.
Yeah, sure.
I don't think it's really a height thing. It's definitely more of a floor surface type thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
All right, so I'll keep doing this while you're...
Yeah, the original 3/4 scale cabinets, although they do recommend, you can, move it around your house with 2 people. I bet a lot of people just carry it, yourself. I've done that several times to separate it from the riser, but it looks like the pinball, even though this is a smaller one compared to the competitors, like At Games has one that's coming out that's even larger, right? That's a good point.
I can't imagine,
Zohar.
Justin.
See that leg right there? That leg?
Yeah.
This is what's so cool about the Arcade one. I just got a message from John. This is honest truth right here. That thing's made with real Beskar. Yeah. Yeah, the legs are Beskar. That's freaking awesome. And
The
Ralph
legs are
doesn't know what
killer.
I'm
They're
talking about.
super... I don't know what that is, but they're really cool. Is that a Star Wars term?
Yeah. So
Okay,
the
figured as much.
Mandalorian suit is made of Beskar. It's like... Anyway.
Well, so are the legs, apparently. So
don't worry, guys. Like, I talked to Ralph earlier today, and I've given him crap recently because he's quote unquote not a Star Wars fan. And then he explained it to me. He was like, "Dude, I love Star Wars." And then I went and saw this one, and he was basically describing episode 8. He's like,
can I tell the story?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'll tell it so we had the original Star Wars movies. I've seen all those. I really enjoy those. And the originals. And we had a work event. I had never seen really any of the newer ones. And we had a work event, and at that work event we were showing, what's the one, Justin, that you told me, because I didn't even know. Yeah, so we were watching that, The Last Jedi, right? Mm-hmm. And I remember watching it and going, I was with a work friend, and I was like, dude, why is Luke Skywalker not a badass? Like, he has this opportunity in this movie to be complete badass. It was toward the end of the movie in that, like, big dirt field or whatever it was. Like, it almost looks like a dirt flat area. And I was just anticipating this huge, epic fight scene where,
right.
but it didn't happen. And I was like, it so discouraged me from that point. And then, Justin, you told me what the rest of it after that.
Well, there's a lot of people watching, and I don't want to spoil it for him, but to get Ralph back in, I'm like, you need to watch Mandalorian because it will earn back everything that was lost that you may not have liked from episode 8. Yeah,
all right,
and Mike is talking about, it's the salt flat. And I look, if we're talking about
is that
Star
Mike,
Wars,
Rhode Island Mike?
I think so, yeah.
Sweet. Thanks, buddy, for joining. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is interesting. It's going to make me flip the box.
Flip the box?
Yes. So we took the pinball legs out, right?
Okay.
And now it's telling me to take these 2 like foam pieces out. Mm-hmm. And then I'm just going to flip the box just down towards me. So the opening's going to be right here.
Okay.
And then almost slide it out from there. That makes sense because I was going to say I don't think I could lift it out because it is super heavy for me just trying to tug on it. So let's do that. I'll do that while you're chatting there.
Yeah, a lot of people are telling you, man, like you gotta watch the Mando series, and then.
Dude, I don't know how this comes out. Are you sure? Maybe they don't come out. Maybe it flips and then you take it out because they're not really coming out.
Oh, it kind of looks like there's. Yeah, I don't know.
Stepped on my microphone. Oh wait, that one came out.
Oh, wait, hold on. We got butt crack. We gotta watch that.
Did we?
Ralph.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. I tried to put a longer shirt on, dude. Weird. This one, it's not like. Oh, I think it's. Oh, I see. It's caught on something.
Okay.
Hold on. Ooh. Oh no.
What?
Dude.
You want to switch cameras?
Oh, this is bad.
Is there damage from the shipping?
There was box damage on the side. Here. Crap. Well, we're going to have to work around it, but look, I was afraid there might be something wrong. See this thing right here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it damaged the back of the pinball machine. Dang. We'll be able to get it all built. It's not going to impact, I don't think, anything. But yeah, the back of it like totally crushed the back of the board. That sucks.
Yeah, that sucks, man. And like we were talking about before, this was overnighted. Hopefully, we don't see
this went through hell too. By the way, this went through like a million places, and
it went to Japan, right? Is that right? Hong Kong.
It went from Hong Kong to Japan to. It went from Hong Kong to Japan to Carson, California, or something, and then from there to here. So. Yeah. All right,
yeah,
so I'm going to
Stringer wants to know if there's any water damage.
There is not water damage. Jesus. There's no water damage. All right, I'm going to put this box aside. Yeah, that's a bummer. You'll be able to see it when I tip it forward, but I'm going to have to be really careful. Can you see? It's like this whole back panel got dented in.
Oh, that sucks, man.
But the good thing, I guess, is I know they probably don't have availability for this part now, but I think it is the bottom of it. So
I see.
But it is where one of the pinball legs attached, so this could get a little hairy. We'll figure it out. We'll get it. We'll get it figured out. Okay. So I'm going to tilt it forward like the manual says.
Okay.
And we'll get this thing out. Let's see.
Okay, so the legs are on top. You move those. You move some styrofoam pieces,
and
then
this
it's
box, parts box. I'm assuming that's the back glass, probably.
Okay, back glass. All right. So that's the main body right there, then.
Yeah, that's the bottom of the main body, and you guys will. I'll show you the.
Okay, cool.
This is kind of making me worried, but guys, if I look like I'm like really sweating or gross, it's because I have 3 huge lights on me so that you guys can get a good picture of things.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I don't think the other camera's really going to help here. Oh yeah, well, there we go.
Yeah.
So can you see this, Justin?
Yeah, that sucks, man.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
I know. All right. We'll hopefully be able to. We'll hopefully be able to navigate around that, I think. Okay. All right. So that's out of the box. So we're good there. All right. Everything else looks like it's good. Okay.
It looks like it's the bottom back. So.
Yeah, but the problem is where the pinball leg goes in is right there. So I'm gonna have to. It's gonna be compromised a bit.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that it's there and not like in the front though. So we.
Zohar says, "At least you don't have to work out today."
Yeah, right. Between all the dancing earlier today and this, I'm like golden. All right, so let's get to the thing because I want to make sure we build this not taking all night long here.
Right.
Okay, I got all the parts. It looks like I'm gonna move the because I got to build the back glass now since this is all built. So I'm gonna move this box out of the way, Justin, really quick, just so I have more space to move.
Sure.
And then we'll get to the next spot. We'll go quick from there. I got the screw gun and all that other stuff, so we'll go quick.
Cool. Very good.
All right, just give me 1 sec.
Yep. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us in the live chat. This might be a longer stream. We got to put this thing together. We don't know exactly what we're gonna run into, but hopefully by the end of it, we'll be able to show gameplay, actual footage of gameplay. We can kind of demonstrate how it feels. I mean, even if for some reason this damage that we see from the shipping, we're gonna get this thing connected, right? We'll be able to play this. That's for sure.
All right, so I'm gonna move these legs a little off to the side really quick because I want to put this. I'm nervous for. I don't want to break the back glass, so I'm gonna do it on this little thing I have set up here. I might need to move the camera slightly so you can see it though.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to put this on its, see, a smart thing for everyone else that's going to probably be doing this at some point is I'm not doing this on carpet. So I'm like, I don't want to scratch the artwork up. So I'm going to kind of try to tip it forward.
Sure.
And then I'm going to kind of scoot it back. So I would recommend put in a towel or something that you can kind of do what I just did. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get going.
It looks like Michael was saying, where's the back glass? So it looks like the back glass is in a
this box.
Right? So we're gonna take that open. So it looks like when you open it up, you got legs on top. You take the styrofoam, you got that box with the back glass, and then the body. And that's it, right?
That's it. Yeah, there's nothing else in here. Just it should be
3 items and the manual.
Yeah, it should be fairly easy to to get going from here. After we unwrap them, Arcade1up likes to, and I'm not complaining here, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But Arcade1up, I want to know what made that dent in that box. Dude, there's like a gigantic hole in that box. Like it looks like something rammed into that section of the box. Because, dude, it had to, look what it did. It penetrated right through the styrofoam, right through it.
Wow. I mean, does it look like it's a weak point of the styrofoam, or was that just...
No. Dude, look, it's multi... They even made like a multi-channel underneath, so if it penetrated through one, it'd still have another place to go, but... I don't know. It just... Well, no, that's not true. So it's got this. It's got like this gap here, but it just had enough to... That had to be a pretty brutal impact, though, because it went through... 2 boxes. This was wrapped in 2 boxes.
Oh, that's right. You told me about it. It didn't come with just the Star Wars packaging.
No.
It was in a box.
So it penetrated that box and this styrofoam. So that must have been like an exceptionally hard blow for that box to take, for that to happen. Now, I did see the guy deliver it, and he just dropped it down nice. So it wasn't like the delivery guy didn't do it. So it must have happened.
Maybe that was a forklift.
Oh, actually, that kind of looks like it could be. That's a good...
Stupid FedEx and their forklifts.
Well, it looks like it was destination scanned like 750,000 times in Japan, so I don't know what they were doing with it in Japan, but they could have been moving it around a bunch. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so there's your graphic for the back glass.
Now, how does that look? Is it's packaged separately, right? So if someone wanted to swap out the back glass for something else, can you get a good idea of the difficulty of doing that?
If someone in the community did reverse printed artwork, Joe Sabo, he could easily make really cool like updated artwork. But it's nice. It has the Zen. It has Zen's logo on there. We'll get close-ups of. Actually, if you want to, I'll do a close-up right now of it.
Sure.
It's really nice.
So it's reverse printed acrylic then?
It actually looks like it's front printed. I don't think it's... Maybe it is reverse. I'm not really sure, but it looks like it is. It has a protective cover on it right now.
I do like how the new ones have the Partycade was like that. Is that right? Was it the Partycade? I'm trying to think. But it had all those arrows, where you're like, you can
peel it?
Yeah, you can peel it.
Yeah, sorry, this is going to get a little loud as I unwrap this stuff, but so this looks like it's the LED lights that shine behind that back glass.
Okay.
So it's pretty nice, actually, how they engineered that. It's just
you have to assemble the back glass completely.
Yep. Yep, that's what we're going to do here in a minute. Okay, it should go pretty quick once I have this unwrapped. I should be able to get this
I wonder
done pretty
what's
quick.
the level of effort on that? Is it like assembling the riser, or maybe even easier?
I mean, so I don't really know so far, but it looks like, it doesn't look any more difficult than assembling the Arcade1up cabinet,
Yeah.
It's got dowels and all that stuff in it.
Cool.
So we'll see. I'm just going to lay out all the parts so I have the letters out and we can, what's the time check right now? Because I'm going a little slow, so
We're 18 minutes in.
Okay, so we're at 18 minutes in. So we'll keep a check on time. The speaker assembly, this is the speaker assembly and the DMV. This is actually really nice. Mm-hmm. They put these nice speaker grills over it. It just looks it makes it look kind of more finished. Because you know how normally for speaker grills for them, it's just holes?
Yeah.
They did something nice here. They put, it looks more like a finished product.
Mm-hmm. Now, is there any, we got a few questions coming in about the packaging. Mark says, is there any bubble pack?
No, it's just all that foam stuff.
Okay.
So here you got this is the PCB. There's a PCB right here I'm going to switch the camera really quick.
Oh, okay. So the actual circuit board. Okay, open it up. Let's take the heatsink off. Let's see what chipset is running. Okay.
Not yet, but there's the PCB for...
That's cool. It's not behind the monitor.
Dude, why is there an HDMI out on it?
What? Are you joking?
No. There's an HDMI out on here. Why would it be on? Why would there be an HDMI out on here?
Oh, I know why. Because you don't want... See, check it out.
No,
so
it's not an HDMI out. It's an HDMI in, probably, right?
No.
It's probably from the main board to this.
What if that is the main board? What if that is
good
the main
point.
board? Okay. Think about
Oh,
it.
you're right. It might be the main board.
And
You're right.
and you don't want to run, 2 foot of LVDS cable. You go HDMI so you can get the distance.
Well, hold on. Let me confirm that. No, see, it must be an input. Well, it could be an output. You're right. I don't know. I see on top of the cabinet, it's the HDMI input for the back glass. So I would imagine it'd be an input, but you're right. Is that the main PCB or is that the secondary one? I guess I don't really know. I would imagine it would be the secondary one for the DMD screen.
No, I bet it's one circuit board, dual output. The back glass is running LVDS, monitor 2, monitor 1, whatever, and then they use HDMI out to go to the 24-inch monitor because you got to make that distance. Yeah, I don't think there's a second board.
Okay. Yeah. I guess. I don't know. We'll find
See,
out.
a lot of these SoCs, they do support dual monitors. Like, if you look in their
Yeah, I
circuits,
mean, look at a Pi 4. It's like $40. It supports 2. Oh. Oops.
What are you doing?
I just dropped it. We're good. We're okay. We're okay.
Well, all right. So that brings us to the point where we got to remind you, hit that like button. Hit a little subscribe. You see that? You see that? I don't know, Ralph. Are you supposed to on your channel? Are you supposed to touch the like button or smash it?
Just hit it or whatever.
Just hit it.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're not. I don't have a specific thing. Okay. So one thing I don't see. I don't see the parts bag.
They didn't send you the parts bag? Seriously?
No, I don't know where it is. I didn't. Did I?
Is it with the manual? See, this is for real, guys. Everyone knows when you guys put an Arcade1up cabinet together, you're always missing the parts bag. You're like, where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? And it always is exactly where you left it.
Hold on. Where the heck did I put it? I mean, I assume it could be in the box. I just kind of like.
Maybe it's in the box. Maybe it is in the box. Have you seen the parts bag at all?
No. So maybe it's in the box. Let me go look.
I
have to like. I've got like stuff everywhere here. Let me just check through the packaging, make sure I didn't miss it there, and then I'll be right back.
Yeah, Wicked's like where maybe it's in the cabinet.
Well, but it doesn't say anything about me opening the cabinet to get the parts out.
Yeah, good point.
Let me see. Let me just make sure that it doesn't say that. I don't. It doesn't say that anywhere here. Yeah, it doesn't that I can see. So, good point though. All right, let me go look. I'll be right back.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, everyone. Again, reminding everyone that is joining, appreciate, all the love that the channel's been getting recently. Would love to hear from you as well. I'm analyzing the chat. If you guys have any questions for Ralph, this is what I'd like you to do. Just start your chat with a question mark. Just do the question mark at the very beginning.
Okay, this is good.
You find it?
Yeah, so the supporting package material, a lot of TVs and stuff have it like this. It's just in here. Yeah. So the power supply in there is right in there. I didn't see it when I was opening it up.
So we got a super chat from Zohar. He says, if Ralph doesn't like it for any reason, I won't buy it. No pressure, Ralph.
Jeez. He always puts so much pressure on me. I love you though, Zohar. So
hey, Zohar, you in the chat. Is it okay if I mention what we talked about today? Let me know. Just say yes, Justin, or no, Justin, and I can mention that.
Okay, I am making a crazy mess in here, but luckily you guys can't see that on screen. So do we need to do the other camera? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that looks good, man.
All right, let's build this thing.
You got your parts bag. You got your instructions. We're gonna do this, right?
So I need part F, which is this guy. I don't know what this is, but we'll start here. You need dowels, which are right here. Those magical dowels. We got 4 of those, 2 on each side, and then we gotta put those L brackets that everyone always loves to put on. So one right there.
Michael Blowen asks, Justin, are you Star Wars jealous? What do you think, Ralph? In the last couple days, have you felt any jealousy? Because Ralph told me that he's got the Star Wars cab coming, Friday maybe? Any hint of jealousy?
You have if you've been hiding it. If
And I've been hiding it pretty good. Yeah,
I mean, I would
jealous.
say, put it this way: if you're asking, have I felt it? No, but do I think it's there? Probably yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. So Zohar says it's okay that I share, so I'm gonna let him know. So, for the members that are, thank you so much for all the support. First of all, we have a membership on the One Up Weekly, and every month we do a live stream. We need to do a live stream for December, but we've been thinking about how we're gonna do those like members only live streams. And so what we decided to do is we're going to bring in some of our members to be like a third person in our show. And so our first one is going to be Zohar. So I believe it's December 30th. We will have Zohar on our show, members only. But no pressure. I mean, we're not like looking for, we want to do something special for the members, but about a month after, because a lot of other YouTubers do that. And I talked to a couple friend YouTubers and they recommended it. A month after we do that show, we will release it to the public. Everyone will be able to watch it. So it's not like you have to be a member. You just get first access to that special Zohar event. And now we're thinking about fun ways to make it really enjoyable for Zohar. So
Yeah. So this would have been actually easier with a screwdriver, but I brought my screw gun up. So just because these things are a little bit, I don't know if anybody remembers, like, I'm sure a lot of you guys that watch have built like a zillion of these cabinets. My least favorite part, and for some reason I always feel like they just line up like slightly off sometimes, are those little plastic brackets. And I remember one time I posted about that, and I got a bunch of hate. They're like, you just don't know how to put them on. I'm like, dude, I sure hope I know how to put them on after, a billion of these things. But they just seem to always be like tiny, minuscule amounts off. All right, so that first board is done. So the first page is done. Now we need part A, which is the first side panel of the back glass. So,
we got a question from Mark. He says, is there any additional costs for the dents? Okay, it's just a joke. But I'm going to read a question.
Well, the good thing is hey, you know what? Here's the good thing is that this is happening to me as a demo unit, not the production, it isn't the full production one. So hopefully, I mean, I'm going to imagine like with anything else, this could happen if they're rough with stuff, but, that looks like a really big blow. Like that side, I saw it and I was like, I hope that doesn't mean there's going to be damage, but, yeah, stuff happens.
Robert asked how he had to decide between the unit, this unit, the Star Wars Pinball unit, and the Toy Shock. Now, he chose the Toy Shock. He's asking, did I make the right call? Now, I think, answering for Ralph here, he did play with the Toy Shock, but we haven't fully assembled the Star Wars, right? So, hopefully...
Well, and I think the Toy Shock, I think a lot of it is, those decisions come down to games, too, right? It's like, what kind of experience do you want? If you're very nostalgic for Gottlieb titles, then, this isn't going to have Gottlieb titles. So it's kind of like that kind of answers your question for you. Like they're not partnering with Gottlieb, so those titles aren't going to be on here. So, I mean, that's kind of one of those things is if you really enjoy Gottlieb, then you made the right choice, right? I mean, as far as the generally speaking.
Yeah, I think you'll like this question. It says, how the hell do you keep finding space for all your arcades? You must have a mansion. I should look into real estate in Phoenix for sure.
No, so a lot of times I sell things, so I've had to sell things off just because I don't have the room. Downstairs in my house, I have all my full-size arcades, and then there's a one-up right here in the loft, and there's 2 more one-ups in my studio. But yeah, I have to sell them. There's no way to keep them all, unfortunately. So that your answer is they were in storage, and I was paying for 2 separate units, and it just got to the point where I'm like, look, I can't keep paying for all these storage units because, of course, I'd love to keep them forever, but it's just not feasible if I plan to keep on reviewing and looking at the newer models and stuff like that.
And right now, you're in Kim's Pilates studio, right?
It's not.
You're finally like gonna be upsetting Kim by coming into her area.
Now you're kind of sort of starting rumors, so I'm gonna I'm looking for a parts bag that has parts B, and I don't see that. Where is that? Is that this? B. Oh, those are the... Oh, got it. Okay. I am not in her Pilates studio. She doesn't have a Pilates studio, Justin.
Okay. So another question is, out of the
this
3
go?
Arcade1up pinball machines, which cabinet are you getting, Justin and Ralph?
Well, you go first, and then I'll go.
So, I ordered the Star Wars pinball. I also ordered the Marvel, but after time and the delay, I rethought it and I looked at my space and I ended up canceling the Marvel pinball. So I think I'll just be getting the Star Wars pinball.
And I think you have a law. I mean, you have like Star Wars to me, for you, is like a no-brainer because you love Star Wars so much. Like,
That's right. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I've talked about it on my channel before. I had a video about it.
you had a great video, that one with your family, and you told the whole story. That's an awesome video.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Basically, my family is not my family that's loves watches our show, but my personal family. They're huge Star Wars fans, and I'm the youngest in the family, and kind of like always rejected. Like, I'm not a Star Wars fan like the rest of the crazy people in my family. But yeah, I actually put together a video where I documented the crazy things that our family had done with Star Wars, and through that process,
That's awesome.
I realized, oh, I am a Star Wars fan. Like, and then I kind of admitted it, and ever since then, it's been more liberating because, out of all the movies that I show, my daughter, Back to the Future was one of them, and then Star Wars, and she's a huge fan of Star Wars, loves Mandalorian. Mandalorian is a family event. Every Friday we watch, 2 of them pretty much. Like through season 2, we would watch, the previous episode that came out the Friday before, and then the current one. So there was like 2 episodes of Mandalorian. And then during the summer, we must have went through season 1 just several times. It's so enjoyable, and to watch it together as a family, something we all enjoy, is really great. We have, I think, 6 Baby Yodas that we've purchased from shopdisney.com, and it's kind of become a thing.
By this part. Oh, all right, never mind. I got it.
And I really love I love the Star Wars Atari trilogy that Arcade1up came out with. So I love the idea of having both of those cabinets next to each other. So that's my thought. But here's the thing: the family's a big love. We love Marvel too, but we kind of love the Marvel movie series. Like everything since Iron Man that came out. Like, dude, when Iron Man 1 came out, Robert Downey Jr. just he played that role so well.
He destroyed that. It was so good. Destroyed it in a good way.
And so, and we love. We've done the things where we've watched Marvel marathons.
Gosh, you're not paying attention to me right now.
Okay, sorry. What's going on?
No, I was like not paying attention. I just put dowels in places that dowels don't go, and I'm like, how come the screw isn't going good? And it's because I shoved a dowel in there by accident. No, you can pay attention. No, sorry, it was just for that 2 seconds. I was joking. It's just because I did something stupid. Sorry, Justin. I didn't mean
No, it's okay. Someone's asking about will you wait for the Mandalorian table to be available? So, yeah, Nate. So we had Mel from Zen Studio on, and he talked more about the Marvel table, whatever format that Zen ends up selling that table at. I'll end up getting it. I think that will be a very enjoyable. I'm wondering if that will be a VR experience, because Mel.
Yeah, because Zen was Mel was pretty.
Yep.
Talking about all the VR stuff coming, which is pretty cool.
So Oculus 2. While we're on the subject, I just did on my Oculus 2, which I've watched pretty much. So Oculus 2, Star Wars. If you guys haven't checked it out, they have what is it called? Vader Immortal.
I heard that's really awesome. Actually,
it's really awesome. When you start out that game, it kind of feels like you're on a ship, like a Star Wars ship, and I don't know. It's really cool. It's very like there's probably a good word for it. That's like a lot of cinema scenes. So you're playing the game and you get to the point where then it just kind of plays out this scene. And you're kind of watching it. But dude, it's still amazing. There's a new Star Wars Oculus 2 game that came out recently. What is it called? Journey from. Someone in the chat can mention it. Well, that's our next buy, so pretty excited about that. Something also been experiencing with the family. Oculus 2 is great. I told my daughter recently that Mandalorian Table is coming out from Zen. So
she lost her mind.
She's super excited. About that, if some of you missed the show, Mel is saying that, Zen Studios is one of the, definitely the only pinball company that got the rights for Mandalorian. And he's working directly with Jon Favreau to make sure that those tables,
so cool.
Very, very cool. Those tables meet their expectations. Yeah, Galaxy's Edge. Mike, thanks for
So right now,
that.
what I'm doing right now is this has the LEDs on it. So sorry, I'll flip it the other way. And there's a little like groove in this board right here to make sure that feeds itself down into the rest of the unit here, because that gets plugged in over there. So it's just, I guess if you're doing that, just make sure that you don't pinch that cable when you're doing that spot. That's really my only feedback there.
Yeah.
Don't want to pinch that cable. All right, that one. Okay, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Slow and steady, but we're getting there.
I can see it all coming together. Yeah, Ben is saying if Mando is a VR table, I'll go crazy. I hope so.
Did Mel not kind of imply maybe there's some also VR projects with 1UP, kind of? Like, did he not kind of sort of say that?
I don't know. I
kind of got that vibe, like that they could explore that.
They're thinking of doing like a Mando pinball was kind of the hint.
Oh, like with 1UP.
Yeah. I don't know how that would work if they actually did a Mandalorian with graphics wrap. Like, what other games do you put on it? Right? Do you put the other set of games that they didn't put on this unit, and then Mando's the main title? I don't know.
Right, let me just make sure I got. Okay, cool. That's good. All right, so. All right, we're on page 11. So we got one. This piece goes on top of here. There's a lot of parts to this back glass piece, actually. I'm kind of surprised how many pieces that this is, but I guess I don't know how else you would actually do it. But I'm just saying, I thought I'm surprised, but we're getting through it. So this piece, it looks like it has a groove on the back. There's a groove right here, and this groove sits. It looks like on this piece right here.
Let's see. Cool. So Ryan Crane asks, can you let us know the measurements are of the I think it's of the top of the back parts, so we know how big the space we have to put a topper on top.
Wait, what measurements? Because I'll make sure I do that before the stream's over. What does he want me to measure?
Can you let us know the measurements are of the top of the back part, so we know how big of a space we have to put a topper on top, i.e. figures, statues, etc. I think he's saying, see right there at the top?
It's a very small piece. It's not, I'll show you. It curves, so it's like an inch and a half maybe on top.
Inch and a half, okay.
I'll get an exact, I'll see if Kim can run me up a, my, what's it called?
Measuring?
My what?
Your little measuring tape?
Yeah, yes, my little measuring tape. Who says my measuring tape is little? Never mind, that was stupid. All right,
yeah, I don't know where you're going there, man. This is
okay. So that's almost done. So we got. So just so you can see, maybe I can switch cameras real quick and see what we've got so far.
Yeah, not too bad. The back glass is coming together. So
yeah.
Now let me ask you this: is the cable or access to that PCB still? It's available underneath. Is that right?
Yeah, in the back.
Very bottom?
Yep,
Okay.
in the back. So there's a piece called I. Where the heck is I? Oh, I must be the graphic. Yep, it is. Okay. So it wants me to slide the graphic in. So the graphic goes...
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, maybe I'll do the camera in the front to show you this part instead.
Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1.
Does that give you a good angle to see how I'm sliding this in?
Yeah, I think so.
So there's a groove in the bottom and a groove in the top. I'm just trying to give it some flex there. I see. I feel like I should take the. I know it tells you to take that wrap off after. I feel like then it's going to be really hard to get it off.
Yeah, why don't you take it off first, man?
I'm going to take it off now. I feel like they always instruct you to do it last, and then I feel like you end up with like this weird. And they did a good job on this. This looks really nice.
Grudge Gamer asks, how big are the speakers? Woo, looks good.
They look like 2-inch or no, they look like 3-inch maybe.
Mm-hmm. It's cool, and it looks like. It kind of looks like the same as the newer cabinets, right? It has 2 speakers, the stereo cable coming out of it, going right into the PCB.
Wait, why isn't that going? What did I do there?
Did you scratch it? See, you weren't supposed to take it off, right? Is that what's going on?
No, I think that I don't know. I don't know why this isn't going all the way in. It's like it's slightly.
Yeah.
I don't want to break it, but I feel like. I can't get it around this little piece. Hold on, one momento, please.
Yeah, so the idea is you're trying to slide in the artwork, and it's not fitting into every single groove.
No, it's there. It's just like this. I think I might have. I don't know. It's like slightly. I don't want to bend it. Like I don't want to break it, but I feel like I need to. Like I feel like I can't get it all the way in there.
Vince asks, is that more of Translite, like traditional pinball?
It's just like a piece of like acrylic, really. It just looks like a piece of acrylic. I don't want to break it, dude. It's like I can't get it around this one piece. Huh. Well.
Zachary giving you some, we believe in you, Ralph.
Well, I don't want to do anything scary on camera, but I know how I would try to.
Can you switch to the overhead? So maybe we can all see it on the overhead.
I don't know if you can. It's like this piece right here. It's just like a little hair forward, but there isn't like anything I can do other than just like lightly tap it probably into place and it'd be fine. I just don't want to like I don't want to like violently hit it. I'm trying to think of what I have that I could. It's almost like it just needs to. It's like it just needs to like move a hair.
Yeah.
I could probably. The problem is I just don't want to bend the acrylic and break it because it's like I feel like it's like wants to go, but it's just like a tiny bit, and I don't want to. You know what I mean? It'd be sucky to crack this.
Right.
All right.
So it's just like not lining up just right.
It is. It's just like a little off on one spot.
I see.
Let me just. Can I get off just to get a tool really quick?
Sure,
I'll be right
sure.
back. All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, so Peter Griffin, thank you for the super chat. He says, this is cool. Cool Toy received the Marvel. You have Star Wars. I'm getting Star Wars, and I think he's talking about Mars Attack, Attack from Mars. So we'd love to hear from you in the chat. Any of you guys have a pre-order for these Arcade1up cabinets that are, soon to come out? January, February-ish. We'd love to hear from you. Which one are you most excited about? Are you excited about this Star Wars, or is it more of a Marvel thing? Are you into, the Williams table, the Attack from Mars? So love to hear from you there. So far, it's a pretty raw show. We were kind of planning on doing this live stream so you could just see it raw. You could see us put it together. We know it's probably going to be a live stream, and there's going to be parts of it that are more interesting than other times, and this is probably one of the lesser interestings. But I don't know, maybe we're going to find an issue here, or maybe he's got to find something to be able to connect it. Brad, that's pretty funny. When Ralph was here, I should have told him, use the Force, Ralph, use the Force. That's what we need. Lewis says it's all good. Matt pre-ordered this day one. That was me, dude. Like day one when this came out, when the pre-order was available, I got it. I was so glad that I did, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. I hope mine doesn't have any of the shipping issues that Ralph has, where it looks like there was a dent on the bottom. I'm guessing that's the unique scenario of him getting it shipped directly from Japan and Hong Kong.
This is totally not what I was looking for. I was looking for a really tiny finish hammer, so I'm going to try to, like...
This is not good, Ralph.
It just needs to go down like a tiny bit. I think I already got it. Let's see.
Oh.
As I just broke. I didn't break it. I just can't get it in, dude. I can't get it in. It's like a little slightly off, but I don't want to like break it.
Now, did you
know?
screw in some of the screws on the side?
Yeah, it's hard to explain what it is. It's like a little groove that the graphics ride in, and
but I
there's
wonder if
this
you
little
just need
board.
to, like you need to loosen it, so it has.
I don't
a little
think
more
that's gonna
give.
help. It's just this
really?
little tiny finish piece. It's like a tiny bit, but I just don't wanna.
Here, let me help you. A lot of people in the chat mentioned this. Use the force, Ralph.
Oh man. All right, I'll try to give it a little bit more force this time. No pun intended on that. I'm gonna give it a little bit more force this time. I just don't want to like.
Yeah.
I don't want to damage the acrylic putting it in.
Come on, Ralph. You can do this. Meanwhile, look at the chat. So Mike, he says this is a day one purchase for him when it came out.
I got it.
Oh, you got it. Jamie says, I'm excited for Attack from Mars. I figured I may have it before Ralph gets this put together.
I don't know. I think I got it. Okay, cool.
Very cool.
Next piece is
hold
piece
on.
B.
What did we learn from that? Is it...
I gave it a little bit more force, but yeah, see, this one on this side is like, there's a little board right here. There's this little board right here, and it butts up. This isn't something you install. It's pre-installed.
You want to switch
And
cameras? You're on the overhead right now.
Oh. Sorry, I just went upstairs and downstairs, so I'm breathing heavy. But
yeah,
there's this board. This little piece, and it rides along this groove. And it's almost like mine is pushed up a little, like a tiny, tiny, tiny bit on one side. So it made it really hard to get the artwork into the groove.
I see.
That's really all it was. I just didn't want to give it a bunch of pressure and break it, you know?
Okay.
So hopefully this side goes in without any issues.
So do you know if it's stainless steel or chrome?
What, these little, the T-molding?
Maybe he's talking about team molding, or he's talking about the legs.
The legs look like stainless steel to me, but I don't know if it really is or not.
Right.
Man, I'm breathing so heavy. I'm sorry. I'm
So
out of shape
Jeff
is what I figured
Rainwater
out today.
Jeff Rainwater, he mentioned, is the plexi versus glass as bad as you had thought?
The plexi versus glass. Oh, on the top, we didn't get to that yet.
Yeah, we'll have to get back to that. There were some people, for those that don't know, some people have concerned that the actual 24-inch monitor, the playfield itself, its top is glass. Or I'm sorry, it's plexi, not glass. And so some people are like, oh man, I wish it would have been glass. And so the question is,
I know
is
that.
the
I know
plexi
that
good?
concern's come up several times. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know yet until we peel that off. So we'll definitely look out for that though as soon as we get there.
So Stan Gromer, thank you so much for being a new member. We really appreciate the support there. So my family says today we learned Ralph needs to work on cardio. That's right.
Gosh, so bad. It's incredible. I'm in such bad shape. It's stupid. It's not good. I went on a hike though past weekend, and I was fine. I was holding my own, but I guess I don't know. Maybe it was an easy hike. I don't know. I also think I'm really excited for this, so I'm like, kind of like, there's a little bit of that like anxious energy that I have. I'm not trying to make excuses for myself. I really do have like a little bit of that anxious energy. And Justin, you can hopefully, if you feel like, you could kind of feel it earlier before we started, right? I was kind of anxious about everything.
It's so funny because when we started doing shows together about a year ago, I think I was the nervous one. And then I got to the point where I'm comfortable with my poor quality of YouTube, and you still have super high standards. And so it causes you to have like these anxious moments 5 minutes before we go live. almost every time you're like, oh my god, oh my god. I'm like, dude, it's fine, dude. Like,
But I've been like that with everything, even with work, because I do big presentations at work. Well, at least
Yeah,
pre-COVID, and it's
I'm
like a
not
good
trying to
nervous
make fun
energy.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's a healthy nervous energy.
I feel
think.
that every single time I do a song on the One Up Weekly that I know is a really good song that I'm probably not gonna do great at. I'll get nervous because you know that's what it is.
Oh, there it was. Did you
Did
hear
that-
that little snap?
Yeah. What did you break it? What happened?
No, it was just going into place. Like that little area I couldn't get in. It just went into place.
Oh, nice.
So I guess I don't know when you do if you are watching this and it's the future. When you're putting when you're putting this on, I'm guessing this one was just slightly off, but just like a tiny hair. Is that I just didn't want to. How I got around it is I pushed this from the back and kind of like slid it with my palm, which is going to mean there's going to be a bunch of my greasy hands on this. And when I did that, it pushed it into place without, because I would just be careful. Like if you have that experience where it seems a hair off, don't like take the corner and try to jam the corner. And don't do this. That was a really dumb idea. That's something, don't do that. I didn't need to do that. That was really stupid. I'm glad I stopped that midway. But yeah, it went in fine. So it was just a matter of pushing it a tiny bit from behind and then kind of get my palm to get it into that groove. And then when I finally screwed it down over here, it snapped right into place. So we're good.
So we have a comic from Mark Silk. He says, Star Wars Episode 1 movie voice actor and pinball fan here. Watching here from the UK, dude. That's awesome.
That's
Thanks
awesome.
for joining, man.
That's so cool. All right, so last step before this is done is there's just those two screws. It's going to be hard for me to get this on the camera. But you know how there's those L bracket things? You know how when you put in your monitor on a regular Arcade1up, there's those two that are left, or two on each side? I just got to do that. So you're not going to really see it, but you're not missing much. It's just two screws. If I can find what I did with that screw bag.
Dude, that's so awesome. Like I'm
Super cool.
Taking a break from this real quick. So the guy who was chatting, if this is you, he did the voice of, I don't know how to pronounce it, AKS Mo. He's from.
Seriously?
Yeah, did the voice for this. That's awesome, man.
Oh my gosh, how cool is that?
That guy, that's really cool.
All right, hold on. I'm almost done here, and then we'll. I know you guys can't wait for. I'll try to put the legs on as quickly as possible, but remember we have that one little damage spot that could cause us a little bit of a delay, but hopefully it's not too bad. And of course, I have the wrong damn screwdriver up here, so I'm trying to do this quickly. Just bear with me here. I shouldn't have brought for the inside. It's hard to do like a screw gun. I should have just. I got it. There we go.
Okay, so Nathan asks, and we'll hold this towards the end, initial impressions worth $550. So just a reminder to everyone that's watching, the plan is once this is fully assembled, we're going to show some gameplay, get some initial reactions.
This is done. So back glass is basically done. We just need to put the legs on it, so we need to flip it on its front. So I'm going to lay something down so we don't do any damage to the front. And then we'll get that going. So sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Just wanted to give you a status update of where we were at.
So, and then just want to remind everyone, so, we'd love to get some likes from you guys, no matter what channel you're streaming on. We are streaming on Retro Ralph and One Up Weekly. So Retro Ralph is the channel. It's the man you're looking at right now. And if you're new to his channel, hit like, hit subscribe if you're on his side. He's going to do a bigger breakdown. What is that the right word? Bigger breakdown? He's going to do a more polished video once he has this fully assembled. Break it down, talk through it, probably some more close-up gameplay. Dude, if that thing's HDMI, you might be able to capture it directly maybe as well, so we can see some direct captures. That could be...
You guys can't see this in the shot, but the plunger feels good.
Really?
Yeah, it does.
So again, this is our live unboxing, obviously, and this is our first part 1 of the content. Part 2 is going to be on Retro Ralph's channel, where he'll do more of a probably, 10-minute video or so.
With all the sexy shots.
Yeah, all the zoom-in sexy shots like he does. And then this Sunday on the One Up Weekly, we do a podcast every Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific. We will be going live once again. At this point, Ralph and I have had 100 phone calls. We FaceTime a million times. He's done his polished review, and we can discuss it. And the goal for the show this Sunday is, audience inquiries about the product. And so you can come live on that show and ask your questions away. So, every question that you guys have today, we're super excited to answer. Some of those are going to have to be deferred to the video that Ralph is going to put on his channel, or the live podcast, because it's going to require some actual playing of the unit. But right now, we've been able to answer some of the questions related to the hardware, the physical hardware, the assembly.
These legs are really nice.
Are they?
Yeah, they did a really good job on these.
And I'm looking. Matt has a question. He says the T molding has to be plastic, but is the trim where your hands go metal?
This, like the trim on the cabinet, this
No,
stuff?
I think it's literally where you rest your palms while you're playing. Is that part?
Oh, yeah, I believe so. I haven't even put my hand on it yet, but I believe it is metal. I believe the lock bar in the front's metal. I'm pretty sure, and the whole surround is. I'll have to, when we get to it, we'll verify that. But
Very cool.
So this is weird. So in the manual, it says that the K leg goes here, JJ. It's KKJJ. I think I'm assuming that's right. So I'm just following the manual. So for some reason it's off, then the manual's wrong. But I'm gonna follow the manual.
So
my
you're
guts
saying each leg. There's two types of legs. There's the K leg and the J leg.
Yeah, but like I don't know. Normally I would have thought that like maybe one was longer than the other, but or tilted differently than the other. But I don't know. I'm not sure why that's like that. But it'll probably make sense when I look closer at it. But this is making sense. This does fit right. It must be the way the holes.
Oh.
The way the leg is angled and the holes.
Yeah.
So it seems
so
fine.
If you do the wrong one, the holes probably won't line up.
Yeah, they won't line up.
Yeah.
I'm really nervous about that back one. It is
Yeah.
damaged pretty bad, so I'm hoping that we're good there.
So Hobby Hands asks, what kind of wood is it? Is it MDF or a cheap particle board?
I mean, it feels the same as a 1-up
Yeah.
cabinet to me. It's just that with the metal surrounding it, it's definitely like it's got some weight to it that almost makes it feel like it's slightly better quality. But I don't know that that's true. I think it's just that the metal reinforcement kind of makes it feel better. You know what I mean?
Sure. So Andre, he asks, does it have a violence option?
Violence option?
Yeah.
That's a joke, right?
That's a joke.
Oh, okay.
Like the Neo Geo, remember?
I got you. No blood, no buy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the Zohar move right there.
Ralph, will you pull the plunger back really, really slow?
Yeah, of course. I plan on covering all that. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. And then there's a lot of jokes about the legs being really nice. You must like long legs, Ralph.
You guys are funny.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna flip this around. I got it. Remember, I got it on this thing, so it shouldn't scratch anything. What?
Just some of it's getting a little dirty. I'm not gonna read those.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
So now you're gonna see the damage on the back, how bad it is. But
This one, I don't think it's dirty. Is it half inch or 3/4 inch? The wood.
it's the normal size, whatever the 1-up size is. Isn't that 3/4?
I want to say it is, but for some reason, the positive part of my brain that's telling me whether it's accurate
It's
or not.
not half inch, because half inch would be like a regular arcade size, right? So, or no, that'd be an inch. So maybe it is a half inch. I don't have my measuring thing, but I'm pretty sure
Yeah, we'll
that's
get
what
it.
it is. All right, so KKJJ or whatever. Let's see. I spun it the other way, so now it's actually reversed than what it's supposed to be. So hold on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm so dumb sometimes that like. Hold on. Sorry. This is really funny what I'm doing.
Like you're lining it up to the manual. Is that what
Yes.
you're doing?
Yes.
It's that dyslexia, right?
I don't know why I wasn't processing in my brain, and now I'm okay doing it. I don't know. It's weird.
So we do have a question. This one's good, and so I'm sorry.
Ooh, this is going to be tough, guys, this back one, but we're going to make it work.
Yeah. So, what's your first impressions of the artwork? Now, some people are complaining about the artwork itself as it pertains to the graphics that they chose, but
oh, it looks really nice. I mean, as far as like the way it looks really nice.
Like, is it colorful? Does it look poor quality, or is it?
No. The artwork looks it looks really good.
Okay.
Well, didn't Mel even say that like the artwork has to go through a pretty strict review process to say like if it has Star Wars on it, then they have to do like sorry for my ignorance here, but Disney needs to bless the they got to bless the artwork that hey, it looks good, it looks to their standards.
Yeah, exactly. Ben Toll, thank you for the super chat. He says, Justin, if you mod and change the backlash artwork, what movie would you change it to?
Ooh.
It's a good question. And I wonder if, in other words, he's asking what favorite Star Wars movie is mine. You know, that could be a question. So I'm going to answer it in two ways. So keep in mind, a lot of the things that have to do with my game room is, you know, when I bought the very first Arcade1up in 2018.
Justin, if I interrupt you for 2 seconds, are you going to lose track of where you're at?
Nope.
So the one saving grace for this damage is that the metal plate that supports the legs is not damaged.
Oh, really?
So it's almost like I'm kind of getting around the wood issue a little bit.
Huh. That's good.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely not ideal, but I don't think it's going to cause us any, like, real problems, hopefully.
Cool. Very cool. So in 2018, the Arcade1up cabinets came out. My daughter was 10 at the time. And so we were wanting to go through this, you know, let's buy an arcade cabinet. The plan was original full screen, or, you know, full size cabinets. I was planning on spending around $2,000 was my budget for a cabinet or 2 or 3 cabinets. And I live in Des Moines, and they're kind of expensive over here. There's not many available, and they usually go for a lot. I didn't know about the auction that's here right in Des Moines until later. In the auction, I guess you can get deals at. I know about that now. The Arcade1up came out. We bought the Street Fighter and we bought the Pac-Man. It was kind of, my daughter and I went to Walmart together. It was kind of a thing. She beat Street Fighter 2, loved it. It was a thing that we did together. And then the Star Wars cabinet came out. We got that, and now I don't know. I have 14 cabinets now. the pinball cabinet. Now she's 12. The pinball cabinet is, hey, Evelyn, we're pinball came out. Do you want one? She's like, yes, get the Star Wars. And it's because we went to an arcade and they had a Star Wars pinball there. I think it was like episode 1, I want to say, like in episode 1. And here's the thing, talking about Star Wars just for a second. I grew up on the original trilogy, right? Like, I love the original trilogy, and I had nephews and nieces that were, you know, about 10 years younger than me. So I'm in my 20s and they're about 10, and they're seeing the, you know, episode 1, 2, and 3, that prequel. They're seeing that, and we're trying to tell them, like, no, you got to watch. How are you going to show Star Wars to your children, right? How are you going to show Star Wars to your children? Do you start with 1, 2, and 3, or do you start with 4, 5, and 6? That was a big thing, and I was like, anyone who shows Star Wars Episode 1 to your child, you know, they're not a true Star Wars fan. That was my original thought. You know, like, you got to start with Star Wars 4. You have to start with A New Hope, Episode 4. That's where you got to start with. So I did that.
Justin, while you're talking, I'm at a point where I'm gonna need to flip it up. So I'm just gonna be doing that, and hopefully, I'm gonna do it on the non-damaged side, just so that if there's weight on it, it doesn't like really affect the damage. So I'm gonna just keep going. I'm gonna be doing that.
Sounds good. So I ended up showing Episode 4, 5, and 6 to my daughter. Maybe she was about 5. She loved them, thought they were great. I had that moment where my daughter appreciates Star Wars and she appreciates the original. And then one day we're like, let's go ahead and show her Episode 1. And we did. And she loved that one more than any of the Star Wars previous.
Hey, Kim.
Oh, my gosh. Is it that heavy?
I mean, I don't want to hurt my back, and I'm also trying to, like, compensate for the broken side or busted side.
Wow.
Hold on. Oh, it is heavy. Holy crap, that's heavy. Yeah, that's a heavy... This is heavy, dude.
Heavy.
And now the dogs are barking.
All right, let me wrap up my story while you get... That looks good, man. It looks really good.
It is. It looks really very good.
So basically, the end of that Star Wars story was I'm sitting there, and I'm watching my daughter laugh so hard, huge smiles, just loving Jar Jar Binks. And for a moment, I was torn. I was hurt. My heart was painful. It was hurting so bad. But then I look at my daughter, who I love more than anything, and going, she's enjoying Jar Jar. And she's at just the right age where Jar Jar is amazing to her. And she loved it. And episode 1 is one of her favorite Star Wars movies. And that's when I realized, like, the best Star Wars movies are kind of around how old you were when you saw it. And then I learned to appreciate it's okay to have the prequel be your favorite. And she loves Clone Wars. She loves all of them, but I think one of her favorite movies is The Phantom Menace. And that's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay. So
right.
to answer Ben Toll's question, I would ask my daughter, because when I was her age, I would wish that my dad would ask me before he purchases something, and include me in those purchases. So I'm trying to, give her that enjoyment over mine, But I'd probably want Empire Strikes Back as the artwork.
Oh, crap.
I love that. Dude, this is cool. So you see the HDMI cable, right? I think that's it. The HDMI cable goes through that hole.
Stupid wrap is stuck on the... There we go. I don't really have this as a good... I need to move the camera back because it's not really in a good position to really see what I'm doing. Hold on. But I also don't want that to drop.
You know what's funny is at CES, when we first saw this unit, we kind of looked inside there. It was HDMI back then, too. Even their prototype.
Yeah. Okay, so check it out. So
Yep.
You have to sort of feed this HDMI through this hole. So you want to make sure you do that beforehand. So I'm going to feed that up and over. And then from there, I think I can simply put it into place, I think. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. I don't know how you know that those holes are lined up, though. I can't really see. It's dark in this area right now because I don't really have the lights are shining in the opposite way. So suggestion would be have some light behind you.
Yeah.
I'll just feel through it to find them, but then there's these bolts that secure this down. So
okay. Can you see if those? Oh, okay. I see. You got them lined up there.
Yeah, it just took me a second, but I can feel through it. Yep, so those secure in there, and that's what keeps the back glass connected to the body. Let me just make sure I didn't actually see. Yeah, I'm supposed to do that now. Okay. We're getting close.
So Hobby Hand says, I will shop my kids. Empire Strikes Back first, right where Vader reveals he is Luke's father. I think he's saying joke. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to tighten these down.
We have a pretty big chat here. I'd love to hear everyone. This is really cool. So I've done this a few times.
Can you see this okay, by the way, Justin? Is it visible for you? You can see what I'm doing? Okay.
Yeah, you can see.
Okay,
you're mounting it with an Allen wrench, right? So those are Allen wrench screws.
Yep.
So out of all the movies, all the Star Wars movies, let's just say, episode 1 through 9. Everyone right now, if you're in front of a keyboard, type in a number. If your favorite movie is A New Hope, type in 4, right? Empire Strikes Back, type in 5. So everyone type in their number, okay? And then we're all going to press enter at the same time. Ready? So I'm sure you have it. So 3, 2, 1, enter. So you just, hopefully the chat will just explode with a whole bunch of numbers. And we'll take a look and kind of see This is like scrum poker, I guess. It's this idea where everyone shows their hands at around the same time. You're not looking at anyone else's hands to see what their number was. Hopefully that doesn't influence your decision.
So Justin, I disagree with your theory a little bit. I think the HDMI cable is an output from the main board to drive the DMD. But you think that's the main PCB.
I think there's only one board.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess when I do the teardown later, we're not going to do the teardown here. I'll do the teardown for the video. We'll get to that. But
yeah. So Hobby Hands, thank you so much for the super chat. He said, I had all my Star Wars toys from 1977 to the 1980s stolen from my house. It was a sad day.
Oh, no.
I've since been trying to find them all again. I have found many at thrift shops, but still sad. I'm curious, Hobby Hands. Are you finding? Are you saying you're like finding the actual ones that were stolen, or just? Probably he just means like the same one. But yeah, it's still sad, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah. You don't hear that noise, do you?
A little bit, but it's not super loud.
Kim just decided, hey, well, we're live streaming. Let's do some vacuum action, I guess. It's pretty cool.
So we got Matt with episode 6, Natalie episode 5, Wade 5, Andre 5, Mike says 5, Dragon Gamer 5, 91 Hollywood 5. Man, a lot of people like 5. Alex, Craig, Ryan, Richard with episode 6.
How about Mo with the gimpy leg?
Home Alone, Lost in New York. Steve loves Rogue One.
That's funny.
The better line from that is like, "Look what you did, you little jerk."
Look what you did, you little jerk.
Episode 1, yeah. Home Alone, episode 1.
Home Alone, episode 1.
Yeah, Chris says start at 4. Let's see, we got 5, 4, 6. Mark, he was in episode 1.
Hey, Justin, if you
want...
So
he loves episode 1. That makes sense to me, right?
If you could, we've got... I need to adjust the cameras for now, like our next couple steps. So you could almost... You could keep me on the stream just so everyone knows I'm doing that adjustment. I'm making those adjustments.
I think everyone knows.
And there's a back panel, but for sake of time, I don't care about it, so I'm not going to put it on. But there's this panel that goes in the back. Let's see. It just goes in the back, so it covers up. I mean, unless you guys really want me to, it just goes here. I just want to get this thing done.
Sure. That makes sense.
Yeah. So does anybody care?
I don't think anyone cares.
Basically, it looks
they
like
want to see gameplay, dude.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they're here for. I know that's what they're here for.
Man, I think Empire. Oh, Timothy with episode 3. Okay. Yeah.
Gosh,
got a little bit of prequels.
Really,
I bet he was born in. I bet Timothy was born in the 90s. That's my guess. It's my theory. But nothing wrong with that. I think the prequels are fantastic. I've learned to appreciate all Star Wars. I even don't mind Last Jedi. I think it's a different take. I can accept. I mean, I've talked about this before on the channel. We talked about Back to the Future. I'm okay if they rebooted Back to the Future. I can accept that a new movie can't take away from my original memory of the other.
See, I'm put up a wall. I'm tough with that one, dude.
It's okay. And like The Last Jedi, I liked parts of it. Like the reveal that Luke wasn't really there. When I watched it again, I saw the whole, Kylo Ren was putting his foot against the salt and you'd see it move. And then Luke would do that, and there was no salt that moved.
Hey, do you want to see?
That's kind of cool.
While we got it together, do you guys want to see a close-up of the front?
Yeah. Okay. Let's do this.
So there's a close-up of the front. You got, I don't know. I'm assuming these are some kind of menu navigation buttons. We haven't got that far, so I'm not really sure. You got your on-off switch, your volume, which is this is the same variable volume knob that they've used before. That's just starting trying to look like a coin slot. And then here, if you want to get a close-up on, let me get real good to it. There's the plunger, and hopefully that gives you some good perspective.
Now, I do want to mention, because check this out. Could you point the camera to your face for a moment, Ralph? because
face?
it's almost like a disclaimer. I need you to talk into the camera just for a second.
Why?
Because I want to show everyone that the setup that we're doing right now, there's a little bit of lip sync issue. It's not 100%. Everyone notice when Ralph is talking. Say something.
Yeah, there's a little bit of lip sync issue because of the way we have it configured.
It's just the way with the multiple cameras and everything like that and the system we're using. So go ahead and switch back to the other camera and then pull that. You're gonna, whatever. This is like you'll hear the audio and it may not be right on. I want to mention that because when we show gameplay, if you're trying to listen to the sound to know if there's lag, you're just probably gonna have to look just at the visuals because our audio and video are not synced up.
Yeah, they're slightly gonna be different there. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna. What do you guys prefer for the camera angles? Because I was kind of thinking it'd be cool if this camera angle was on the back glass and then the other one. And I'm gonna fix this so there's not glare everywhere. By the way, but I was thinking it'd be cool for me to get an angle where the back glass. Shoot, my tripod's not working. Hold on, there we go. A shot where the back glass and the gameplay field are in the same shot together.
Back glass and the game. Yeah, I could see that.
So basically. Once I get it right, sorry, and I didn't get it right. I'm gonna need your help a little bit, Justin, here, because I'm kind of like I want something that's on the back glass. So I don't know if you can see. Is it on there or?
Yeah. You can. I can.
Maybe I can get it closer.
Sure.
Huh. I don't know how to do that.
Do this, man. Come on.
I know. I'm trying to figure out how I can do that. I almost need to make it not tilted. Is anybody gonna care if it's off a little bit? Like it's more of an angled shot versus.
I think once we get it on, we can move the camera around and we can try different angles. Everyone's super excited to see it, man.
Watch, it won't power on. That'd be awesome.
All of this.
We did all this. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
That would really be disappointing.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna fix the lighting after. I need to do that as well. So we're just moving the camera around. You guys can't see me right now because I'm adjusting the.
Come on, man. We're waiting for that money shot. Let's do this.
I know. Hold on. We're almost there. Okay. It's gonna be interesting to play this way.
Everyone's like, plug it in. Just plug it in. It's fine. Just fire that thing up. Plug it in.
Wait, why is my other camera angle not changing? There we go. Okay, that's not the right angle. So just give me a second.
Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. We got multicam. All right. Sounds good.
Well.
So I was like, don't forget to take the film off the screen. A lot of people forget to do that on their deck protectors.
How's that? I can't really see. Is that good?
It's
or
good.
Actually, you want to be able to see the plunger,
right?
right?
Yeah. We want to see the plunger.
All right, so if I need to do that, I'm going to have to get this a bit higher. Now, don't ridicule me for my, I'm going to be hovering over the top of this as I play, so
yeah,
I'm not going to probably be amazing when I'm playing.
I think you'll have to do a few, everyone knows that. Like
I'm literally going to be straddling this thing, so I'm not going to be that close to it.
Yeah, everyone thinks that you're doing this on purpose. So first impressions,
no, I'm not.
Do you have to lean over like crazy to play it, or?
Well, I don't know because I don't know actually. It doesn't seem. It seems the height seems amazing.
Peel it.
All right. Now it would be much better if we didn't have this in because we're going to get glare because of it.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So do you see glare, or is that just through the camera?
No, there's glare because I got lights on everywhere. So I'm gonna reduce the lighting a bit to see if I can help reduce that because that's gonna suck for you guys if you see a lot of glare. So
yeah. I mean, yeah, get that lighting adjusted.
Should I turn it on? At least fire it up.
Yeah, turn it on. Everyone's like, "Why are you doing this to us?"
All right. Uh-oh.
Did you plug in the power?
Oh, it's plugged into a. No, it's not plugged in actually.
Come on, dude.
Sorry. Okay, and it's in a switched outlet, so let me just go make sure that all those those lights are on. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to torture you guys at all. I just really want to. Hold on.
Plug it in, plug it in.
What?
Flipping switches, trying to get it to turn on.
No, it's not that. The freaking ceiling fan is on, and that's going to distract the crap out of you.
Come on.
I'm really not trying to do this on purpose. I'm trying to find what plug it is.
We literally have someone that was on Star Wars Episode 1 waiting for you to turn this on.
I think I got it. I don't know if I have the... Hold on.
Come on.
Hold on, dude. Is anything happening?
Yes, it turned on.
Did it?
Yes.
Okay.
Let there be light. Come on.
Is there mass glare or...
There's some glare, but we're gonna bear through it. It's just calm down, Ralph. Calm down.
Well, we're getting like a spinny thing. Is that how it's supposed to boot up?
I don't know.
There it is.
There
Arcade1up
it is.
Pinball.
Is there any volume? Is there a... Whoa!
Oh, now we're getting striked because you can't play that music, but that's fine.
Let's do this.
All right, but hold on.
God, come on.
I know, but I don't want you to have... Can you see the playfield? It looks terrible
Not
up
really.
from my perspective.
It's not good from this angle. We're going to have to play with it. We're going to get the camera angle right.
Well, the problem is there's this window that's open and it's got mass. You're getting glare from the window, so I'll fix it in a second. Just give me a minute, okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for being encouraging in the chat, for getting us up to the... whoa. Depending on how you change the light, it kind of looking better. Not... Okay. Yeah, we just got a copyright claim. Just saw it. Pretty good.
Well, let me lower that while it's... Because we might actually get shut down.
Ooh, it looks a little bit better.
Okay, hold on. Give me 1 sec.
You're getting the lighting a little bit better, so that's good.
Okay, Justin, I realize no one's going to want me to do this, but... And it would require me to take apart a large part. Does it look okay right now?
It looks okay. Tell us what you think. Does he need to take the glass off? Hit 0
Taking the glass
if
off
you should
means
take
I gotta...
the glass off right now.
This is going to be a much longer stream if I take the glass off.
Maybe we can do that later. Maybe just get into the menu, right?
All right, well, hold on. I'm going to do one thing really quick for you guys. What's wrong, Justin?
Nothing. I'm good.
You okay?
I'm good. What?
You seem upset.
I'm not upset. What are you talking about?
Can you see the back glass at the same time right now?
Yes, you can see the back glass, and the back glass looks really good. It's colorful.
Right, hold on, I'm trying to... Let me just adjust this really quick. Of course, this laptop has the world's worst mouse in the whole entire world, so I can't...
Come on, man.
Oh my gosh, this mouse is a piece of crap.
You can do this.
Is that too small if I put that over here?
No, I think it's okay.
Or would you prefer it if I did one of these?
It's all right. Yeah, there we go. Look at
Then I
this.
could make this other screen a bit bigger.
That's cool. It's cool. We get multi-camera. Doing what we can. Can you make that other one a little bigger?
I am attempting to, and it is being a butthole. So one moment, please. Is that cool?
I think it's cool. What do you guys think? Is it cool? Yes, everyone says it's cool.
All right. Well, let's fire it up then. Let's see what's going on with the menu system.
All right.
All right. So, I can select my language by hitting the flipper buttons.
Okay. Do you feel any lag in the menu?
No, nothing yet.
It feels fine.
Okay, this gives me my instructions. It says on off, master volume, ball launch, You guys can see that, right? You can read that.
Yeah. So there's a table guide. The right button is a table guide. Like what? While you're in game, you can be like, give me some instruction.
Yes, it'll tell you exactly how to play the game, which is kind of par for the course for.
Ooh, look at this.
Oh, that looks cool. All right, so the right and left flipper buttons.
So does every game, as you go through the menu, is showing you the score?
Yeah,
Oh my,
yep.
oh my
So every time I rotate through the menu, I see the score change for that particular game.
That is cool, dude.
Yeah, that actually is really cool. Is there any recommendations on where to start? Does anybody have
what
any
game do we start with,
preferences?
guys? Oh, come on. I already know it. You go to Empire Strikes Back. Everyone loves that game. The 5. Everyone said 5.
Okay, so far, everything's pretty intuitive. Like, as menus are changing, you guys are noticing there's certain things that come up on the screen to tell me, like, hey, what do I need to press? So I want to play single player.
Oh, I see. It's telling you, if you want to go down, you hit the right.
Yeah, it's super intuitive so far. All the menus, like, shift with whatever it is that I'm having to select. Like, it's actively changing.
Right. Okay, so you're going to do single player. All right.
So now it says your game will start soon. Let me know if I need to adjust anything as far as cameras go, Justin. I can make those changes.
Oh, come on.
This is pretty cool so far, by the way.
Yeah, see the DMD in the back.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. Okay, we got to do it. Look. Pull it back a little. Right?
Well, I can't really see it. Oh, crap, I'm stepping on stuff. So I can't really see. Wait, what did I just do? Did I just mess something up?
No.
I can't see the screen, so you guys will have to tell me how it is. So I'm pulling it back right now. This game doesn't look like it. Ooh! Solenoids feel good.
Really?
Yes. That's cool, man.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's not cool.
So describe what you're feeling. You can feel the solenoids?
Yeah,
the
so when
solenoids? Remember solenoids?
I gotta really pay attention when I'm playing pinball.
Okay.
All right, so it looks like on this game, I haven't really played this one much, but there's like, see how it says Vader on top and it's in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to keep hitting that till you spell his full name.
I see.
So see, I got a D now.
Mm-hmm. So, do you remember when you first got the Toy Shock and you kind of felt the lag that it introduced?
It's feeling pretty good so far.
Okay.
We didn't go into the settings, though. I think there's settings we can adjust. I don't know what those do exactly because I don't remember. But, oh, man, when you hit those solenoids and those back
Mm-hmm.
bumpers, it feels pretty good.
Mm-hmm. So far, when you play these games on other platforms, like Switch or Android or, don't they, a lot of times they'll move to animations a lot. Is that right? But this looks like it's the table.
Yeah, they
screen,
said
right?
that they were going to stick. They said they were going to do that. So, oh, I didn't read. Something was on the DMD. I don't know if you guys saw that. I think it's going to do a scene. Oh, it's asking me. Star Wars scene 1, 2.
Oh, you get to pick?
I don't know. I guess I just picked 3. Scene 4, land the Falcon in Cloud City.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, crap. I wasn't looking.
Yeah.
I was looking at that and my ball. All right, so let's try settings real quick. So in settings, I love it because they use the sounds from the Zen FX3 sounds are in here and FX2, so they kept this. So there's, okay, interesting. So there's physics volume, sound effects volume. I don't know what physics volume would be. Maybe
the sound of the ball rolling, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Interesting. So you can turn the solenoids on and off. Ball trails on or off. I don't really like the ball trails that much.
We got a super chat. It says, can you guys talk about how a pinball game tells a story? You mentioned it a few months back. Growing up, I played pinball like a button masher.
Do you guys see this?
Yeah.
So it says plunger calibration. Pull the plunger all the way out.
Oh, in-game. This is like,
Press
you're still technically in the game, right?
Yeah, press a flipper button to continue. Okay, I guess that's how you calibrate that.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
so I guess...
That's cool.
I'm going to mess with physics volume. I don't have it up that loud to begin with, though.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you do. Okay, so you do. Oh. Interesting.
So
Okay.
Ryan asks, please let us know if there are clear film protectors around the flipper buttons to protect the side art.
There are.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, very cool. And then now you got your palms rested on the machine. How does that feel? Is it like a metal?
It probably would feel good if I wasn't busting my weird hip to go around a. It actually feels.
You're just talking about there's a camera in front of you. And
Yeah,
all
there's a
that.
camera in front of me, and it's making me really uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not getting the full effect because I'm not. And by the way, this game I can't tell, so I'm gonna get in front of the. Oh crap! That light just went on by accident. You guys don't. That light is not good on, is it? Is it better off?
It's better.
See right here, this plunger doesn't have like a. See this doesn't have like a normal plunger in this game. So
Yeah.
like, it does. If I do it light, it does go light.
I see.
But it doesn't have like a normal pullback.
But that's that's the graphics of the game itself.
Yeah, so it's probably not a good game to test that, but maybe we can try another one that might have that, so we can really.
Yeah, it looks like it was still gauging the pressure sensitivity and then, hitting the ball. That's pretty cool. So John's
crap.
John's in the chat. John D. He said no, off.
What?
What is he saying? Is he talking to somebody else?
No what?
Oh, he's talking to Brad.
But I mean, so far performance seems good and everything like that. It's just hard for me to tell because I'm like behind the tripod. It's almost like I want to move the tripod over maybe after so I can really give a better assessment of that.
Mm-hmm.
But the solenoids and everything sound really good.
Good.
So maybe we could try a different game if you guys are down for that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Or if we can play this one a little bit longer if you want.
Someone says, Kurt says, zoom in on the playfield, please.
I'll have to take the camera off to see that.
Okay, let's make sure we do that.
Oh, cool. Here's the mini game right here. Vader Frenzy is what it says on the back glass. This isn't a Zen game I'm as familiar with, so.
Okay. He says, how big is the screen? So this is the 24-inch screen, right?
Yep. Sorry, this light keeps coming on. I'm going to shut it off really quick because it's providing too much glare. There we go. Okay.
All right, very cool. So far we've learned the menu systems are pretty cool.
Menu systems are really crap.
In game, you can go into settings and calibrate the plunger. In game, change the audio. It looks like there's at least 3 settings, right? Like to adjust the different.
Yeah,
it's almost like a little mixer. Like you can control how loud each piece is. That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Check it out. So you can do music volume. So if you want to like maybe have it like hear the game stuff a little bit more, you could certainly turn the music down.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when you're on each thing, when you go to sound effects, it gives you an example through the speakers of what you're turning up and down. Like,
oh, really?
Like it gives you the ratio of like sound, like how that's going to sound.
So like when I do immediate feedback to know what you're adjusting.
Yeah, like when I do physics.
Oh, very cool. Now,
like,
is that affecting also the solenoids?
It's just the sound. It's like saying the volume of it. Yeah, it's not actually. It actually sounds so good that it sounds like it's firing the real solenoids. It's not. Right. It's just like. At least maybe I'm getting tricked. No, it's just the sound. It's just saying like that. Look, that's about how loud they'll be.
Yeah. So Damon, thank you for the super chat. He says, Justin, scale of 1 to 10, how jealous are you now? 11.
It's really cool, but it's really cool. I want to get like. I'm really disappointed that I can't like be more in front of it.
Yeah, Anthony asks, is this 24-inch screen with 720p? That's what we understand. So it's a 24-inch screen. It's running at 720, and then it's 60 frames per second. We've been told by the company before they sacrificed some of the video fidelity quality to make sure that it maintains 60 frames per second on the hardware that they picked.
Justin, if I do this and then arrange the DMD a bit, I just want to be able to get like so I can actually experience it a bit more because I'm like the way I'm kind of experiencing it is tough to really give like a good gauge of things. So like
Sure.
I know that's really small if I do that to the DMD, but is
That's okay. What you definitely want to do is get in a position where you can test the tilt, the nudge and stuff.
Yeah, I know. And so if I put the camera right here, are you seeing enough of the game play field?
No, you'd have to point it upwards a little bit.
Is that okay where you can see the gameplay field and at least see my hands playing the game?
I think so. Yeah, John. Yes. So John D from Arcade1up is mentioning, and I just want to make sure this is accurate. The screen itself is 1080p. Like the panel is a 1080p panel, but HDMI out from the unit to that panel, it's operating at 720 at 60 frames per second. Let me make sure, John. Let me know if I got that right. I'm trying to get it technically accurate.
Can we get a little bit of information about, or not information? Can we get a little bit of feedback on what people want to see right now, as far as what game?
Yeah. Those in the chat, can we get a vote on what game you guys want to see? Ralph, could you go through it?
Yeah. So we've got all right. It's from the top. You have A New Hope,
Mm-hmm.
The Empire Strikes Back, which we were just playing,
Right.
The Force Awakens,
Mm-hmm. Octu Island.
Rebels,
Yeah.
Boba Fett,
Uh-huh.
Han Solo, Darth Vader, Battle of Mimban, Masters of the Force.
Okay. So the first person that I saw that I agree with is Shane. So go to Boba Fett, and then I'll keep an eye on other people.
Oh, that's
For
fun.
the
It
next
actually
game.
says the name. Like I'm wearing the headphones, so I can't hear the gameplay as well as I would like to, but it actually says the name of the game. Like it says Boba Fett. Like that's what it said when I hit that.
Right. It's cool.
You know what might help? Are you seeing glare from the back glass being lit up?
Yes. There is glare. Well, once the game is in, it's not too bad. But...
I know, but I could shut that off.
Okay, why don't you do that?
I could
this
just
game, I
unplug
think
it.
you might be able to maybe adjust the plunger.
All right, let me see if I can unplug
Okay,
this
let's
really
try
quick. Where's the light? It's this one. See if that helps. That make
bit,
any
yeah.
difference?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
All right, so press launch to begin, which is the red button. Okay, so you guys can't. Oh man, that works good. Can you see that? Can you see my hand in relation to it going back?
Yes. Do it again.
See it? See like the micro movements?
Oh, I do see it. Whoa.
Yeah. Oh shoot. Hold on.
It's small. You know what I mean? Like it's on the screen. That's actually small.
It does have a
so-
software. It does have a software like stopping point.
Mhm.
So it looks like and that might be the way the physical plunger was. I'm not really sure. Well, actually, there is no physical plunger. Never mind. This was never a physical game. The ball moves fast though. Like it's moving quick. Like it's moving the way I would want it to move. Like so, it's challenging.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not floaty.
Mhm.
Oh crap!
Not floaty. That's good. It's not floaty.
I really like the solenoid effect. They did a pretty good job. I mean, it's not like, it's not like super. Oh shoot! What am I supposed to do here? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. 50K? That's pretty good, right? So I got 50K points for that little.
Very cool.
The one thing we didn't check is there a table guide for it? Like if I'm playing this game and I'm like,
I think it's
and
that
I'm like,
white button on the right. You press that. Is that right?
oh crap. Okay, here we go.
There.
So it
Very
says shooting
cool.
the middle left orbit will collect the letters of the Empire, and shooting the sinkhole under the TT. See, it actually tells you the arrows too. Oh wow! It tells you how to enable multi-ball. Yeah, it says getting a contract, multi-ball, sharpshooter shot. It actually gives you the full entire details of how to play.
Very cool.
Yeah, I mean these are typically in on the Pinball FX3 stuff, but at least this gives you, you know, if you don't know how to play it. But this is why I think it's funny when people are like, oh, and I'm not. This is going to sound fanboyish, but when people are like, I need 1 million pinball tables, like look at all of the things that you can do on this one pinball table. Like it takes a long time to master one table to begin with. Like I'm still trying to master T2, and I played it for like 10 years now. So
Right.
you know, it's like it doesn't get boring if you are trying to challenge yourself to the objectives, which is the whole point of pinball to begin with. Like,
Right.
you know? Yeah, that wasn't a good little round there for me, so we'll...
So you got to test the tilt for us, man, or the nudge, right?
Oh, yeah, okay. Hold on, I can't really... I don't know. I don't know if it doesn't seem to be doing anything to me. Hold on. Oh, you have to really... Oh, my gosh, you have to, like, really, really hit it.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see if I can trap the ball and then do it that way. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm going to trap the ball so that way we can kind of see it as I'm doing it. Because I don't know how much pressure I'm really supposed to... Crap. I don't know how much pressure I'm really supposed to give it. Are we still good with camera angles?
It's okay. Later, I think we definitely want to kind of zoom in a little bit more.
Okay, all right. I just died, so we got to... Oh, I got the new high score. Well, that's because no one else has played it. All right. Cool. That won't last long if anybody... All right.
How does the resolution look?
I mean, it looks good. You get, you know, I think you get a little bit of jaggy effect because it's not, you know, it's not 1080p, but it's not like... It looks like it would look if I was playing it on my, what's it called, game? My Sharpen Ultra.
Yeah.
Similar.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Let me trap this thing so I can see how this works. Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, you just saw it bounce out. I don't know if you noticed that, but...
Is there a digital nudge button? Or do you have to physically nudge it?
Not that I know of. I don't think so. Let me see. I don't think so. I think it's all just the... I don't know how to, like, capture that in a way that I can sort of show it, you know, like... Maybe, there we go.
Yeah, let me see.
Ah, crap.
Now
I'm trying to do it, and I'm like not really doing it when I need to do it.
Are you impressed with the responsiveness of?
Yeah, like it's actually like the flippers respond really well. The solenoids, you know, I mean, I realize that they can't put in like the best solenoids ever, but for what they are, they feel pretty good. Like it's a cool effect to have for sure.
Right.
Like, if you didn't have it, I don't think it would feel as immersive to you. You know what I mean? Like, that's the one thing that they're there to help make it seem more realistic to you.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And so I think if you took them away, like, I bet if I shut them off, I'd actually not find it as fun.
Right.
Do you see Jabba the Hutt in the corner?
Yeah, I saw Jabba.
He just came out of his little... All right, hold on. What does it ask me to do? Bounty on non-paying, 30 million.
So Adam Star... Ooh. How does that look?
It looks good. It looks really good. All right, so...
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, crap. I was looking up there.
You got to get to know these games. So you're about 6 foot, right? 5'11" and a quarter?
Yeah, it actually feels really good. I'm leaning on it. Like, I'm putting my weight on it. Like, I got my... Here, I'll how about this? I'm going to move the this camera right here.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see what it looks like from the side? Like, how I'm playing it? Yeah. We're going to have a little bit of issues with the lighting a little bit.
So someone has asked, is the screen not centered in the body?
No, it is.
I wonder if it's just the camera angle makes it look like it's not centered.
So do you guys see? Can you see all of me or just part of me?
We can see your arms and.
Would it be better if I made it so you can see my whole, like, all of me? So you can kind of...
Sure, that would give it a good idea.
I'm trying to put this back as far as I can possibly get it.
Yeah.
Luckily, this tripod has like 1 million settings, so I can really get a good...
Yeah, this should be good.
I think that should be a good angle, right?
I think
And
so.
keep in mind, for those that are just joining, I shut the back glass light off.
Yeah. Just for the glare, right?
Yeah. Can you see right now?
Yep.
Yeah, so this is me standing
better.
straight up, but like typically I'd be leaned back a little bit.
Epicenter Gaming, thanks for the super chat. He said, I pre-ordered this and Marvel. I can't wait to get them. It was awesome to see you put it together and see some gameplay. Very cool.
Man, can you guys hear the solenoids?
Do it again without talking.
Are you picking it up on the mic?
A little bit. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
It'd be interesting to open it up. Like in my video, I'll open it up so you can
Yeah.
like really get a sense for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm having fun with this. This is actually pretty. It's actually a lot of fun. Like it looks really good though.
So Willie asks, is it the same width as the one-up cabinet? What is the one-up cabinet? About 19 to 20 inches?
I think it's like around that. Yeah, I think because I think the CP is about 19 inches. It's a fun game, actually. All right. Let me see how we want to do the next round of camera angles and stuff. Justin,
I
how
think
many
we
you
want
help?
to get some close-up.
Okay. All right. Well, you're gonna have to work with me on what's close up,
Okay.
and I'm gonna have to definitely be. I know. I realize we didn't really get to the nudge very much. We'll have to like maybe I'll cover that more in the.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm gonna try to bring the camera down.
Okay.
These cameras that I'm using don't have like a zoom capability, so I'm gonna have
Okay.
to just see how close I can get the tripod to
Yeah.
the playfield.
Could you disconnect it and just or just pick up the entire tripod for a second? There we go. All right.
Am I getting better?
Dun 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 dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Pretty good.
Oh crap! Hold on. I think I'm.
A little glare,
Is-
but
A lot of glare, or
we can see your ceiling, but what can you do?
well, how is that? As far as like, does it seem?
Yeah, get into the game so we can really see it. Does it hold itself if you just leave it there?
Yeah.
Okay. It's
that
tough. I mean,
decent?
this is obviously going to be a lot better in your video because this is in a live stream. These cameras are decent, but they're really meant for this. Mobile makes it great. But I know you have, for your published video, you have a really nice camera that can really capture the quality. And what's possible is if we understand the technology right, I believe it's HDMI to the main panel. You might be able to do a game capture on it and kind of capture raw footage.
I don't know if you can see what I'm putting in my initials right now.
Yeah, I can see that in the DMD. Yeah. So let's.
I half wonder if, because of the way this is, if I shut this off, how bad is this camera's right now?
Oh, that's good, dude. What'd you do?
I just shut all of my lights off.
Yeah, that's great. It looks much better. Could you? Yeah, let's pick a different game.
Yeah, I feel like the DMD you can't see very good though.
Yeah, it's a little tough.
Well, I have a way I could fix that, but it'd probably take me a little while. It might not be worth all the trouble.
Let's go to another game. Let's do that.
Yeah, but I feel like the tripod's not straight. Like, are you seeing the playfield a little crooked
It's
there?
a little crooked, but I think people can understand. We're
How's that, a little better?
a little better, sure. People are like, finally.
What?
You know, we got a close up. We're let's say throwback Tyler. He says, let's do Force Awakens, please.
Okay. Now I have
really
a tripod in between my legs.
I really love how you mentioned that the menus are really intuitive.
Yeah, no, and it pops up stuff like if you can't figure it out, it basically tells you right on the screen, like, hey, push this, you know.
Yeah, that's great.
Star Wars Pinball, The Force Awakens.
Oh. Yeah, John D says don't change it.
Don't change what?
I think he's saying like this camera angle, leave it.
Well, I'm not trying to change it. It's just Oh crap!
You went back out?
The tripod's hitting the button. Hold on.
Star Wars Pinball, The Force Awakens.
All right, we should be good now.
Okay. Ryan Crane says, "Does the screen seem small or does it feel good? And how is the sunken screen?"
Another nice day for scouting.
I mean, it feels good to me. I don't know. Like, I never really thought of the screen as like a huge concern, but I know a lot of people did. Oh my gosh, it's so loud. Is that too loud, Justin?
It's okay.
But is it distracting?
If you could turn it down. I mean, I think there's the volume knob, not the power, but there's the volume knob right below you.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to do it without dying.
Oh, right. I see.
Because now I'm more concerned about playing the game.
I'm looking at this, and I want to say, I mean, I know you're not the best pinball player, but if
What
it
do you
had
mean?
more
I'm actually
lag,
a pretty decent pinball player.
well, I just mean you're not pro, but look, like you lost it, but it went down the center. Maybe you could have nudged it and got it.
Well, I know, but then it would
if
kill
the
the
lag
tripod.
was really bad, you would be dying constantly. I want to say,
Yes, I
you know,
would
or
be.
your ball would have, whatever the pinball term is, you know,
Drain the
would-
ball.
gutter ball. There you go. Drain the ball.
Drain the ball.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm trying to get the camera better. Sorry, I don't like that it's off center like that.
Yeah, can you nudge now? Can you do a... Let's go to... Someone said, let's see if we can run through the games. Okay, so you did Force Awakens. Just go to the next one. We'll do like one round on each one. Octu Island. Very cool.
I'm really annoyed that the DM did. I can't get a better shot of the DMD. I don't know why it's getting glare. There's nothing for...
Something inside me
It's
has
the
always
screen
been
itself. Just the camera, you know?
Okay, Can you hear the gameplay, though, okay?
A little bit. I think it's good enough.
there. I can't believe this.
You know nothing about this.
Someone, Space Cowboy says nudge straight forward, not side to side.
I just can't because the camera will move. Like, it'll totally jack up everybody's...
Okay.
Like, maybe let's do a separate thing where we just do the nudge. We'll just do a nudge test. How about that?
Okay. Zohar said he just pre-ordered a game start. The force is strong with Ralph. I was powerless. Dude, like, my jealousy is at like 20 now. It's insane.
I'm not going to lie. It's very funny. I mean,
Is that-
very funny. Very fun.
Very funny.
It's very funny.
Yeah, you
Fun.
enjoy that I'm jealous. So I'm sitting here thinking like I'm gonna have to wait till February.
Well,
Okay,
maybe.
it's
I don't know,
okay.
didn't John say there's like some potential that
It'll come in January, maybe. It's okay.
this game doesn't have a lot of the music isn't very loud on it, so
All right. Well, hopefully you'll die soon. We'll move to the next one.
she talks smack on you. Maybe try again. Nee. Ah.
Okay, next.
See,
level.
that's where I should have nudged, but I don't want to like.
Let's go to the next one.
All right.
I need help.
This is not going.
Oop, whoops.
Intuitive.
What?
I'm kidding. So
right,
yeah,
Rebels?
let's do Rebels. Let's just go through it. Some people were mentioning they want to see Darth Vader, but we'll just go in order.
How long are we into the stream? I'm curious.
We're just about to hit 2 hours.
Holy moly! Wow.
Oh, very cool.
All right, are you ready?
Yep.
Can you not see the D? Let me just. I really
Okay.
want you guys to see
Okay.
the DMD. So, let me know because the DMD looks great. So,
Yeah.
does that help at all?
No, I'm wondering if you go down and angle it straight on.
Well, that's
So-
hard to do because the problem is that I can't go straight on because the cabinet's it's the cabinet. You know.
Yeah.
I can lower. Hold on. Let me try
lower
this.
it, lower it.
Let me lower the tripod. That might work.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a shame that you can't see it. It looks great.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a game that utilized the whole thing yet.
Yeah.
But that might be like a mini game that does that. I haven't seen anything that would utilize the whole thing at this point.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Now you can't
There
see
you go.
anything.
I think
probably.
if you lean it up, I think it's good.
How's that?
Can you go up more? Not up, like angle it.
Angle it.
Like you're lifting your head up, you know?
Like that?
Yeah, but then go down physically.
Okay.
Does that make
I actually surprisingly know what you're saying.
Lower the tripod.
Is that good?
Almost there. I think what we're trying to do is get the light from the actual 24-inch screen out of the view of the camera.
Does that help if I...
No, it doesn't look good on the angle. So, it looks a little washed out on camera, but I'm guessing you're telling me it looks great in person.
It does, but here's the problem. This light from the playfield right here is like the glare is on this, but when you're facing in front of it, like looking dead on, you don't see that.
Okay. It is what it is.
Crap.
Right?
That's a bummer. I really want you guys to see that. It looks so good.
I don't know.
I don't know what else to do. I
do
mean,
something
outside
wild. Just
I could
move
put the tripod on top of the game field, but then that's like stupid.
I don't know.
You know what would solve the problem is we take the glass off the playfield.
Think so.
But
Let's not go down there. Let's
but
play a few more.
that I have to take the rails off the side and.
Yeah, you can do.
Well,
that.
actually, you know what? It wouldn't take me that long to do. Are people tolerant to go through that process real quick?
I don't know.
I'll ask.
Okay, in the chat, hit a 1 if you want him to spend some time adjusting the camera angle before we play more games. Hit 0 if you do not want him to do that and you just want him to play more games with as
All
is.
All right, let me know what people say.
Okay, here we go. So talk about, Ralph, about what your thoughts are so far. Just kind of initial first impressions.
It's really good. Like, they did a really good job. It's solid. Like, it's really solid, which is good. Like, it's substantial. Like, it feels good. It's heavy. It's weighted. It looks really nice from, like, an aesthetic standpoint. I mean, you're in your room, the thing looks amazing. Like, it looks really good because of the artwork. The games play well. One thing I would have liked, and I get it for the price point, it would be really cool if they had, like, if the solenoids were just a tiny bit more powerful. I mean, it gives the effect for sure, but I'm also a little bit spoiled now because I played with all that surround sound feedback stuff and I like jacked it up as loud as it can go.
Yeah.
And so like that probably tainted my experience a bit. But if I had never felt force feedback in a pinball machine like virtual before, it would be it'd be totally great. I mean, it's just more of a nitpicky thing. Like I wish it was just a tiny bit stronger.
I see. I think I saw a lot of zeros. I wasn't counting them, so I think you just need to move on.
Okay.
There's some
All right.
ones. There's some ones.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll cover it in the video then.
Ooh,
My video.
A little flyover was kind of cool.
In some ways, a family.
Reset Rudy wants to know, does it have a subwoofer? And maybe that's the thing. Maybe the solenoids, really work well, but maybe you could enhance it.
So that's the one thing that I was kind of thinking is if I put like a single transducer in there, even though it wouldn't necessarily be tied to the solenoids, would that sort of make up for that a little bit? It probably would.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely mod opportunities here because you have your audio out. Like you can do whatever you want if you want to add a sub. The only thing I was thinking is with the sub, it might affect the accelerometers for the nudge.
Right. So Ryan, I think we asked this already. Ryan, you're kind of spamming. He says, does the screen seem small or does it feel good? And how is the sunken screen?
The way it's designed, it does not. I mean, obviously, it's one of those things, right? Okay, a 42-inch screen is going to seem huge compared to a 24-inch screen, but for the size of the pinball machine, it doesn't seem small because what I'm playing isn't like, it's not like it's huge with this little tiny screen, you know what I mean? It's the size is appropriate. Does that make sense?
Yeah. If it does. So Seth, thank you so much for the super chat. He said, just cover the playfield with a towel or blanket. Dude, you have one right there. It's a really great idea. And then everyone can get a glimpse at what that...
Oh, so kind of like...
Just
all right.
temporarily grab that towel.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah. Ooh, you can pause in the middle of the game.
I know, I
Like
kind of
the
like
menu.
that,
That's kinda
actually.
Cool.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna end up breaking things. Does that? No, it doesn't
It's
do it
the
either.
camera. Just put your hand over the camera and see if it'll adjust. Does it have like an auto brightness and then let go? It's not auto focusing.
No, it doesn't look anything like. I'm looking at what how it's being depicted. It doesn't look like
Maybe
that.
turn the lights on in your room just for a second.
All right, hold on.
This is what we get for doing this live, right?
I know. But we really wanted to. That probably doesn't help, right?
Yeah. Now put the blanket over it.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna put the. I have a bigger
Oh.
set of lights.
Just for a minute, it's like great, and then the camera auto adjusts and tries to pick up the details.
Does that make it any better?
No.
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 Well, that's a bummer, man. I would have
Hopefully you
liked.
can pick it up. You know, you can pick it up well with your nicer camera for your video.
Does that?
No.
All right. How about this? I'm
I
gonna
think
do
you'd
this. Just.
have to move the camera.
I'm gonna take the camera off real quick so you guys
Boom.
can see it.
Do it. Take the camera off.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right.
Everyone's saying it off the tripod. Tripod. Tripod.
Does that help?
No, you're too close. Back away a little bit. No. It's just too much light. And the camera is
Yeah.
too much of a dark room. No. It's just the camera is just not meant for capturing that.
Okay. Well, we tried.
We tried.
So then this is almost pointless to even have because you can't. Can you even see it when it's on it?
Maybe go really far away. Back up. Yeah. Throwback Tyler is saying back up. There, see? There you go.
Now you can see it.
Yeah, now it's starting to adjust the lighting a little bit better, and it's not great.
Seriously,
but
can you see it better?
we'll put the towel over the. This is so dumb.
Hold on. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Hold on. What?
Yeah, focus it only on.
Yeah, this is probably a stupid idea.
Whatever.
This is not working.
Yeah. Now you blew it up too big, and your camera's too far away. It looks horrible.
Damn it. Okay. Well, what do you guys want me to do with this thing? Because it's just not. It's just not happening.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe turn the lights on in your room. More light is better.
Still no good.
People say it's overexposed. Point it down a little bit. Go up and then come at it from a top angle. This is the
Guys, this is
dumbest
so silly.
thing
This is
ever.
so crazy that we're going through this. Well, my tripod's gonna fall off the thing because it doesn't go any further up. Does that make it look any better? Does this seriously look worse?
It looks worse.
What the heck, man?
Just play the game. Everyone wants you to just play the game. They get it. They get it. It's a camera. It's a live stream. We didn't do any preparation to make sure that the camera would look good on anything. We
Well,
just went. We just.
Well, that's because we were building it.
Yep. More light. Someone says, yeah, if you add more light in the room, turn the lights on in the room. What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm having a hard time right now. Hold on. I don't even know what happened. The whole camera's all jacked up now. Can I just get rid of this camera for right now?
Turn the light on just for a second in your room.
It's not going to make a difference.
How do you know? You haven't tried.
Oh, God. I don't even know what I just did. Okay, you want me to turn the lights on real quick?
Sure.
Hold on. We're losing like. Oh crap! There it is.
Told you.
Yeah, but now you're gonna have glare all over the
All right,
playfield.
well, people saw it. People got a better look of.
All right, well, let me just fix it so it's back into like so it doesn't look like this. Give me 1 second, please.
Sure.
You can always take this off the screen so it's not like distracting for everyone, but
What? And then have them look at me? It's not any better.
what?
Just reading people's comments. They're like, told you, told you.
All right, is it? Oh crap! This mouse on this computer is the worst mouse in the history of mice.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're probably gonna get some glare on the playfield now because of that camera being on. I mean that light being on, but
It's fine.
okay. Can you see the game playfield? Okay.
Yeah. Play the game. Go to the next game. Let's just rush through these games, right? People are asking, how's the audio? How does it sound?
Well, keep in mind I'm wearing headphones, so it sounds good with my headphones on. But I mean, I'm sure it sounds better without my headphones on.
Han Solo.
I mean, I wish there was more bass. If I was gonna do anything to it, I'd probably hook up a subwoofer or something to give it a bit more bottom end because it's got like good mids and highs, but.
Well, this is interesting. We have Arcade1up official joined our channel.
Seriously?
Yeah. He says, we'll send a mouse and camera for the next review. That's funny.
Well, I mean, yeah. Anyway.
Balls in, yeah. It's kind of cool seeing the DMD now.
Yeah, now that you can actually see it, it's cool, right?
Yeah. You can get an idea of what it's like. Let's see. Yeah, so Brian Sloan says, do the game graphics give off a 3D effect or a 2D flat? Is there more depth? Is there depth? What do you think?
I think what actually helps that effect a bit is the recessed screen.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't really know how to answer that because I mean, is it 3D? I don't know if you've ever played virtual pinball before. It kind of looks like every other virtual pinball table, really, except for it's not 4K, obviously, right? Because some of the 4K stuff looks like crazy good, crazy amazing. But I think it looks pretty good for what it is. Yeah, I mean, it has you get a little bit of the 3D effect.
Yep.
I think the sunken in playfield was actually a really good call versus having the screen be all the way to the top.
Yeah. So maybe you can answer. I think you know this answer. So Jamie asked, why doesn't the DMD fill the whole screen?
So when you use FX3, if you download FX3 and put it into cabinet mode, in the DIY they let you stretch the screen out. Like you can stretch it to fit different size DMDs. I don't know. I'm guessing it's because it would look stretched if they did that. Because it would. If you think about it, if they use that whole thing, it would look stretched. So maybe that's for future, or there's where there's some games that are going to utilize the whole thing.
Right.
Because think about it, if the image is in that, I don't know what the exact resolution is of the DMD, like the native picture, like what it's supposed to be, but it's like that. It's like a rectangle like that.
Right.
So I think maybe they just didn't want to stretch it.
Yeah.
But if people say they want that, maybe that's a firmware update of, okay, you can stretch it or not stretch it to fill DMD. Because it is possible, I'll tell you. That if this was a cabinet I had access to cabinet mode, you can stretch this.
But then it would look stretched, right? Because
it
the
would
original content of the DMD is in that aspect ratio, right?
Well, keep in mind this isn't an original. This wasn't a pinball physical table. It was born digital, right? So, but the format of most of the games. But someone had
to create that content.
Yeah.
And so that content was made previous to this cabinet coming out. So the original format, it's like if someone took a picture right? Imagine someone took a picture 2 years ago, and the picture is in a certain aspect ratio. The picture is still in that aspect ratio. And so no matter if you're putting it on whatever screen, you have the options of filling the screen.
Yeah, so I guess what
or
I'm
it would
saying
chop
is
it off.
I think the reason why they did that is they didn't want to stretch the image, because you can do it on the Pinball FX if you have cabinet mode enabled. You can do that. You can make it however you want, but it doesn't look that good when you stretch it. So I'm gonna guess that's why. There could be two reasons, right? This is totally speculation on my part. It could be that they didn't want to stretch it, and maybe there's no option to stretch it because performance wasn't going to be as good if they drove the whole screen. I'm not sure. That could be it too, right?
Yeah, I did hear John D was saying it depends on the game, and that's what leans me towards, like, that's the content.
Well, so
in its
far there
original
hasn't been a
format.
game that's used the whole thing that I've seen.
Yeah, I wonder if he means, like, beyond, there's 30 total games split into 3 cabinets, and I wonder if some of the games have content in a different aspect ratio that fills the screen more.
Yeah, it could be. I'm not really sure on that.
I guess another option they could have, knowing that, they could have had it produce basically like a bezel, like create.
But maybe that's a suggestion for them, right? Like maybe we do something where you say, look, for people, if it's possible for performance reasons, like if you can do it, like maybe they'll have an option. Like we'd like to see a stretched and non-stretched, like they have a fill option. You know what I mean? Like maybe that's an easy firmware update.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've been doing lately. Maybe it's just oh yeah, sure, we'll give you a fill option. I'm not making any commitments. I don't work for them, but I'm just saying like that's a suggestion that they could go with.
Right.
We didn't play Darth Vader yet, so.
Okay, cool.
Did we get through most of the games yet? I don't even know. We kind of messed with the DMD for a while, which is
So we got a question: are the game graphics all pixelated?
I mean, they have some jaggies to them. Like right here, it's like really like these close-up screens. They're all really good, but there's like little, like in certain sections, there's little jaggies. But I get that on my, when I'm doing my 1080p Android build for the Sharpen, it looks the same as it does on that. Like if I do the Sharpen at 1080p, it looks exactly the same as this.
Yeah.
Those Android versions of it. Which I'm assuming this is a modified version of that, right? They had to customize it for the solenoids and all that, right? And they had to relocate the DMD on the Android version is like right here, right? And they obviously had to figure out how they could drive it on a second monitor.
Yeah.
So you can launch the ball with both the button and the plunger, so that's up to you how you want to do that. Right now I'm pulling it back, but you can't see it.
Okay. You have done well, Lord Vader.
I really like this pinball machine, dude. It's really fun. I think people are really gonna I truly think people that haven't played virtual pinball before are really gonna enjoy this. Especially for the Star Wars fan. I really do. I think they're gonna have a lot of fun with it. And I think it's also gonna be a cool family thing too.
Yep.
All right. I wanted to try
Jeff
the
asks,
nudge.
is there any dead pixels in your screen? You can see.
I do not see any dead pixels from what I can see here.
John says take the ball trail off.
I think we had it off, didn't we?
Go into settings. Let's see what.
Yeah, we have it off.
Maybe turn it back on so we can see the difference.
Is that John D. John?
Yeah, John D.
Oh yeah, we had it off. You know what we're gonna do, Justin? You know what we should do?
What's that?
We should do time markers for this video,
Oh yeah.
where people that are watching it back can see.
Yeah, named by the game we're playing.
So see the ball. See how the ball's got like a it has like a little bit of a. Can you see that on camera?
Yep.
Watch when I hit it. See how it's got like a little bit of a sort of shadow that goes along with it. I don't like ball trails, but it gives you a sense of motion.
Sure,
it's moving fast.
I could see how some people would like that.
Yeah, no, it's just an aesthetic. Whoever if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. It's cool that you can turn it on and off though.
Mm-hmm. You want to turn it off again? And then
Yeah.
try it
Oh,
again.
you made me biff it, dude.
Sorry.
The menu system they did a really good job on though. Like they they modified it because this wouldn't necessarily be like this on like the Android version because it's like you're using a touch screen or something like that. Like they definitely or a controller. They like did a good job with this. All right. All trails off. I don't know what major pop-up score means.
Is
like
it
I guess
like only do the pop-up score when you hit those intervals?
we're gonna set those low because I can hit 50,000.
Okay. Ooh, look at you.
All right. Oh, I see. Oh, I don't know if I like that or not. Do you see it?
Oh, because you hit it so quickly, right?
Yeah, so now like it
Oh.
pops up.
Oh, I see.
It's kind of fun, but
It's cool that it's an option because you can turn it on, turn it off.
yeah, it's kind of fun. I mean, it's like a little distracting, but I guess if you want like I don't know, I can see like people that are, into more modern gaming would probably think it's cool because it's, that's kind of like a wicked modern gaming.
There's a lot of people that are saying to turn off the pop-up scores, so why don't you do that real quick?
See-
just turn it off completely. Yeah.
Are we gonna go to the next game or?
Yeah, we'll go to the next game, turn off pop-up scores, and then let's do a nudge test. Let's try to capture the ball on like one side and see if you can nudge it to the other, or nudge it and see it
At
move.
least see how that works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like we played this one already. I can't remember.
I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna shut off the score thing because clearly that bugs everybody.
No.
Now what?
What about pop-up score? It just says 1. What does that do?
It did? Oh.
Justin, I tagged the show in the global fan page. Hey, thanks, Zohar. Appreciate it.
One says pop-up score 1, 10,000, 20,000.
So
I
there's,
don't know.
yeah, turn them both off. Turn them all off.
All right.
No, it is. I was the New Hope joke. Right?
Okay, we're good.
Turn
Ready?
off all the trash compactors on the. What does it say? Listen to them, R2. They're dying.
When are we going to do the nudge test? Because I
Let's
think we
do
got to
it.
wrap up soon here.
Yeah.
And we'll go back and do some time counters on like build. We can like break down the build process.
Sure.
You can say Ralph gets a mallet. Don't do this.
Okay, try to capture that ball, man.
We're
Someone
gonna
also
do
says
that.
before you launch the ball, nudge forward.
Oh, crap. Oh, okay. So while the ball's there, okay, I get you.
Someone asked this: is this by Code Mystics? Soul Man. So no, this is by Zen Studios. Right? See, Michael knows what I'm talking. Shut them all off.
All right, are
Shut
you
down
ready?
all the garbage mashers on the detention level.
There we go. See it?
Whoa!
Watch.
Do it. Oh, dude.
Ah. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I got to perfect that. It's on a. This thing's heavy. Like you got to really you got to really push it.
Yeah, I want to see it again. So, Natalie, you asked about input lag. I'm not feeling it, but from previous questions we talked with Ralph, he says it feels good, and
I'm trying to capture the ball.
I guess
sorry.
you could probably say it feels better than the first Toy Shock.
Oh god, it's like light years beyond the first Toy Shock. Yeah, like the Toy Shock had just lag in like the flippers. I don't feel any of that.
Okay. I'm sure it
The
has
version 1
measurable
Toy Shock
lag
was bad.
Yeah, I'm sure it has some measurable lag at some point, but is it perceivable in the gameplay? He's saying it feels good.
I mean, there hasn't been anything glitchy to me yet, but I'm gonna that's why I'm gonna play it for a lot longer. And man, I love the solenoids. They did it really. That's such a cool touch. I'm glad they added the extra ones though, because so like those ones behind, we didn't talk about this, but those ones from behind are firing different solenoids, so it like kind of gives you the sense that that feeling is coming from over here.
Yeah.
Because it would be weird if it was coming from over here.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how they're laid out in here.
'Cause
I'm
they
guessing
have-
that
is it 4 solenoids?
I think there's
then?
probably like 2 right here, and there's probably like 2. The 2 probably aren't all the way in the back. I'm assuming they're like somewhere over here. But it gives you the sense that when you're hitting these, it's over that way. You know what I mean? And that's what you want.
Yeah. Zohar asks, when will the review come out?
Well, I'm going to film something tonight. I might do some stuff. There's no way I can do a review overnight. I feel like there's too much to capture, but I'll do something. I'll probably put something out.
Is the force feedback strong with this one?
Oh man, can you hear it going off on the solenoids with over there or no?
Yeah, I can hear it. So, I think a lot of people are trying to correct us on the pronunciation. It's solenoid.
Solenoids. This is a fun table, actually. I haven't played this one before. This is actually really fun.
And John says there's 4.
No, I
Which
know
one is
there's
this?
4.
Battle of Nimbad, is that right?
Yeah, this is actually a really fun table.
Very cool.
Like there's a lot going on. That's the thing about some of these. Like some of them start slow, and you gotta like get some of the achievements down before like you get to the action. You know what I mean? This one seems like very action packed from the start.
Yeah, just to be clear, and this is a good point Kev Grit makes up. He says everyone can crap on Toy Shock version for version 1, but 1.2 is a major improvement, and I'm sure it is.
Oh yeah, no, and I've said that in live streams. It is a major improvement.
Yeah.
From what I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah, and the reason why I phrased my question to Ralph exactly the way it is because I know he has firsthand experience of that version 1, and we're depending on other people and their feedback for version 1.2. But
All right, you guys
and I'm
ready?
not trying to take a dig at Toy Shock. I'm just
No.
it's a point of reference, right?
Exactly. I mean, I have taken digs in the past, but this was not meant as a dig.
It's not that Toy Shark was the dig or anything like that.
Sorry, I'm so into this game right now. I'm not even really talking. It's really fun.
That's good. It's good.
I have a feeling, this is going to get a lot of play over Christmas time with my son. I'm going to like as soon as I see he won't like just gravitate toward it and play it, but if I
You know what's cool is if I understand it correctly, Douglas Smith, Cool Toy, has Marvel, and you have Star Wars, and
the streams
Mel-
got crossed.
Oh, what was that?
The screen, that was a little weird actually. The screen transition from the animation going back kind of did a little bit of a weird thing.
Okay.
I don't know if you caught that on the
I
camera.
caught
but
it, but I wasn't paying close attention to really.
it's like the tail end of that transition seemed a little off to me.
jaggy. Yeah. So, so I think Mel has one. Mel Kirk from Zen Studio, who has children, and so they've been playing the Marvel. Doug, I don't think he has children. He's married,
I don't
but
know.
with no children, in my understanding. And you have kids in your house, so
My son's gonna dig this
Yeah.
hard.
yeah. Do they like Star Wars?
He likes it a little bit, but like he likes it, but he's gonna like dig. Like, I just think the interactiveness of this and the fact that they're newer games, like I've put him in front of like older pinball tables on Visual Pinball X, and it doesn't capture his attention long enough. Especially like the Toy Shock, the Gottlieb titles didn't do it for him. But the Gottlieb titles are very flat, and they're kind of like. Nah, they're not kids. To me, I don't know. They just don't capture the imagination of a kid. Like, there's a lot going on here
Yeah.
for a kid. Like, different generation. They didn't grow up with those Gottlieb titles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so this might be a difficult question because I don't think you have a monitor right now. Like, you can't see our live stream, right? You're kind of
No.
blind, right?
I can turn around and see it, but yeah.
Can you take a look at your laptop and kind of look at compare the question is, do the colors look more vibrant in person? So compare what you're seeing in person to the live stream.
Yeah, hold on. Let me I can actually change it. That's the camera. Hold on. I don't know if I can totally fix it, but I can It's like the contrast is like way off on the camera. Hold on. It's just the
No,
default
but
setting.
does it look good in person?
Yeah, look. Like, see how I just made did the colors just get a lot better?
No. I didn't really notice anything.
No, actually, it's not letting me do it in the camera app for whatever reason. Yes, the camera, it does look very vibrant in person. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Plus, you're looking at it through glass and there's glare, so you got that to contend with, right? I think if I took the glass off, it would really help.
Well,
We can try really quick as a last minute.
Just so we're not confusing people, correct me if I'm wrong. What we're talking about is we're trying to capture in a live stream gameplay, and the camera is picking up a lot of glare. But you, with your human eyes looking directly at it, are you seeing glare?
No, I mean a little bit up here because the light that's on behind me is like not very well positioned.
Because of the studio light?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I would like to take it off. If people would wait a minute, I mean, I can take it off fairly quick, I think.
Okay, just do it.
I could take it off really quick if I had the top to the actual screw gun. I found it.
All right, guys, while we do this, this is a good reminder. Don't forget to hit that like button. You know, YouTube's algorithm is kind of weird, but seriously, the like button actually really helps. You know, it helps us hit our goals, helps us spread the message. If you're enjoying this, maybe it's like saying share. You want to share this to other people, right? And that's another thing you can do if you really like this content. You can share it with some of your friends that are also Star Wars fans. You know what else that really helps out the channel, Ralph? Do you know what that is? It's that hitting that subscribe button, because here's the thing. Hitting subscribe, that's free. You don't have to pay anything to hit that subscribe button. Doesn't mean we're going to bombard you with a tons of content. It just tells YouTube that you're interested in content like this. No. It says you're interested in content like this, and this helps groom the algorithm for you. And then it helps grow our channel, because also there's certain content that you like, and then it matches that demographic with you, and then shares it with other people that share similar likeness. So hitting subscribe does help grow our channel. So as a quick review, if you're new to us, my name is Justin. I have a channel called Console Kits. This is Retro Ralph, and he has a channel called Retro Ralph. That's his real name, right? Did you know his real name? He had it legally changed to Retro Ralph.
That is 100% not true and really dumb.
And we are also streaming on the 1UP Weekly, which is our live stream channel that we do together. Every Sunday we have a podcast called the 1UP Weekly, officially licensed by Arcade1up.
That's not true.
That's not true. All right, so
okay, I was trying to get it out without having to take the whole thing off, and I had to. I just can't get underneath it, man.
Yes, Michael, I am from Des Moines. That is right. Can't you tell? Doesn't my voice sound like a Des Moinesian's?
What's a Des Moinesian?
I don't know. I just made that up.
Oh.
What is it called when you're from Arizona?
In Arizona.
Oh my God! There's no glare all of a sudden.
Is there actually no glare?
Actually, it looks pretty good. The camera does pick it up a lot better without that glass.
Okay, the problem is now it looks really lame because none of the cool stuff is on it, but...
Wait, what? Oh, from your point of view?
Oh, you guys probably don't see it, but the rails are no longer on it. Can you not see the rails right now?
No, your camera's kind of zoomed in, so the rails.
But does it look a lot better to you now?
In the top corner, I kind of see some raw wood.
Yeah, hold on. I'm about to fix that. Actually, it would be very easy to go and have a piece of glass cut, like Mel has said on various occasions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now you can see it without glare.
Cool. Okay, so we've played Han Solo. Let's run through these games. We're going to have to end the stream soon. We did those. Soon. Yeah. Go to the right.
A New Hope?
Yeah, we did a new.
I don't think we did.
I don't think we did a New Hope. Let's do a New Hope.
Oh my God, I gotta pee.
Edwin, thank you for the super chat. He says, "I'm late. What did I miss?" So Edwin, what you missed was a 2.5 hour live stream where Retro Ralph was unboxing this, and now we're into the gameplay session of the Arcade1up Star Wars Pinball. And we want to let you know that later Ralph will be doing a more professional edited video where he breaks it down, does, you know, a higher quality performance in his explanation of what this is and where we're going, the pitfalls, the possibilities, the perils, and the promise, and everything that you want to know about the Star Wars Pinball is either going to be answered in his professional review, or we invite you to comment in his comment section where you can ask him questions. It's kind of like a one-on-one office hours thing, right? Kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday, next Sunday, what is it, Tuesday now? Next Sunday, we're going to be doing a live podcast on the 1UP Weekly, of course, where we will be live streaming and trying to answer any more questions. That's right. We're going to try to stretch this content out to like 3. If we could do a 4th one, that would be cool too, right? Not every
Oh,
day
that was
you
a
get
perfect opportunity to nudge it, and I didn't.
Okay, people keep on saying, Ralph, that you want to nudge it before you shoot it.
Yeah, but the way this game is, like, I don't see the ball in there. Like, it doesn't. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like, it's not
on this particular game, it doesn't. You can't see the effect of the nudge. Maybe they're saying it shoots out faster when you do it.
Like, I can't. Like, right now, if I'm nudging it, nothing's happening because I don't see the ball. Like, the ball's like, you have to. Wait, what's going on right now? Hold on. Choose your skill shot. Use the flipper and oh. Okay, hold on. Maybe it'll pop in there. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it just, like, it's the ball's in like a shooter thing. Like, it just comes out. Like, there's no way to. You know what I'm saying? It's not just sitting there like a normal pinball machine in this game. Well, now I don't have the front panel screwed in, so hold on. Let me see if I can. I'm going to try to capture the ball and see if I can. Like, you guys see that?
Yeah, that's cool. Dude, it's so awesome. I'm sorry.
Right? It's going to tilt, but I'll try it again.
That's cool, man.
See? So I just moved it to the left.
Do it just a little bit, though. I love the just a little bit. It's like shakes back and forth. Is it directional? If you shake it from one side, it'll kind of...
A little bit. Hold on. Oh, wait, I tilted. Never mind, I think.
Okay.
Hold on. I'll capture it again. Hold on. So, yeah, if I hit it from, like, left to right, it goes that way, see?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah,
Well,
a little bounce. I think you're starting to figure it out, too, right?
Yeah, I
You're
am.
Like, you're like,
it's
no...
like... I think also, like, it's the camera's right in front of me. If I didn't have the camera here, like, I got to figure out how to do it. Like, I think when I capture it for the video, the produced video, I'm going to have the camera above me high enough that you can see me and I'm not, like, it's not in my way of playing. So now I know why it was hard for Mel to capture that. It's not that easy to capture.
Yeah. Search your feelings. All right.
Oh, check it out. I got the mini game in the middle. Can you see it?
Oh, nice. A little bit. If you put the camera up, we can see better. But that's
See
okay.
it? Like, I'm in the middle of the... See, there's like a secondary
yeah.
play field?
Yeah, that's cool.
So if I shoot it up the middle, I'm in there. Ah. That's cool, right?
Yeah, I like it.
That's really neat,
Oh,
actually.
that's really cool. Yeah, I like
This
it.
This is a fun table, too. Poor on me for not, like, going and playing the FX versions of these. I just haven't played them, and I've played very little of them, and they're really fun, actually.
Yeah.
Well, my two favorite ones are this one, and what was the other one I told you I really liked? It was that desert landscape one. Which one was that?
Battle of Minbad.
Yeah, that one was fun. All right. Well, I think we're like pretty well done here.
Yeah, we'll go back. I think we have a few more levels to do. Let's rush through a couple more games. Yeah, back to the menu. Okay, so we done
did
a New Hope.
We did Empire Strikes Back. Did we not do The Force Awakens?
We did a Force Awakens. We did it. Yes. Octu Island. Yes. Rebels. Yes.
Okay.
Boba Fett. Yes.
Yeah.
We started with that. Han Solo. Yes. Remember you coming out of that one.
Darth Vader, yes.
Did we do Darth Vader?
Yeah.
And we did that one.
I think
We did
Masters of
not
the Force is the only one we didn't do.
We didn't do Masters of the Force. Let's do it.
All right. Just because I can't see anything, how many...
impression of Yoda.
How are we doing on camera? Is it okay?
If you could tilt it up just a little bit so you can get a little bit more of the play field. Oh. A Jedi must have his deepest commitments.
How's that?
Is good. I like this table, dude.
All right,
Qui-Gon. Is it Obi-Wan?
Oh, look, see, this is a game where I can kind of like... Oh, wait. Does it not work when it's in there? It doesn't.
Oh, the nudge isn't working.
It's not enabled when it's in there.
Okay. But you can pull it back. And with this... Okay, can you show us a shot of that where you can pull, where you can see your hand? Just turn the camera real quick if you can.
Yeah.
You can do it, Ralph. You can do it. Use the Force, Ralph.
Do you see it?
Nope.
Oh, wait. You need to see the plunger. Hold on.
I need to see the plunger.
This is I have the tripod configured terrible right now. Hold on.
You can do it. Just kind of rotate it. Point it down a little bit. Okay. All right. This is it.
Okay, watch. There's a dead zone, though. So, like, here's in the beginning. See how you got, like... Can you see that?
Yeah. So do this.
The dead zone's over here, watch.
I want to know.
Now it's dead. When it's here, it's dead. Like, it's all the way back. Like, here's all the way back.
Wait, pull back more.
And then you have all the... But there is no more. Like,
there is no more. Okay.
Your
so
space is from here to here, and that's all the way back now.
Okay. Stay right in the non-dead zone, okay? And just
right
hold it there just for a second. Hold it. Don't move.
Yeah.
Now move. That's pretty... It seems... Because I wanted to make sure, like, your dead zone's not lag of it sensing it. But if you're in the
dead
sensor
zone's
zone...
like, once you get here, it's like the sensors... You're no longer in the sensor zone. It's like there's a sensor you can tell right here. I don't know how they would do that. I think because this plunger pulls back so far, I don't think it would really work right.
Right.
So I think they kind of say, look, here's your active zone. It's within here, right? And then after it's not.
This is the thing they said they spent a lot of time on. It looks pretty good. Like when you're in that sensor zone.
I mean, look, I'm playing basketball with the thing.
Yeah.
Soccer actually would be more.
Okay, let's show the game, and then we can wrap it up.
All right, hold on. I didn't screw back on the molding,
camera.
so it's like kind of.
Turn the camera so we can see it though.
Oh, I know. Doing that right now. Whew. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna film a video tonight. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I might have to wait.
You're like Yoda after using the Force.
Yes, I am.
Like drains everything from you.
All right, am I kind of restored back to?
Yep, that's
what
good.
Would be... Okay.
Let's check out the gameplay and.
I think we're mid-game here.
Cool. Ooh, I've never seen that. This is kind of cool. You got the light side and the dark side.
Sorry, I died quick.
There is no try.
You able to see that DMD a lot better now?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Okay, little animation scene. Very cool. Oh, what was that?
Wow, this table's crazy.
Oh, okay, now you're in the, what is it called
It's like
again?
a table within a table there.
Oh, that's
like
pretty
it's
cool.
like a rotating table that must change based on what you do in the game. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh crap! Oh wait, there's a lot of this table's got a lot going on. Ah crap! I'm really excited to like dig in and play these, like get to know the tables, you know.
Yeah. Do not understand the power.
It's so funny. You know what I've heard a lot that
What's that?
I like normal. I didn't know how to respond to this question, but a lot of people are like, well, I would just play them on my Switch or my, and that's definitely a valid way to play them. I play Pinball FX3 on my Switch all the time. But like someone would say, well, why would I get this? And I think why you'd get it is that it becomes more of a pinball table with all this other stuff around it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm playing a real pinball machine
Right.
where, like, on the Switch,
You
it's
play it on
like
the
you're
Switch,
kind of...
you're playing a video game.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's making the... Oh, sorry. I kicked the camera.
Did the camera almost hit the TV, hit the
Yeah.
screen?
I think what I mean is it makes the whole experience more believable to you that you're playing pinball,
Yeah.
That's why you'd get it. If you and obviously if you're a pinball fan, if you like pinball and enjoy pinball, there's something definitely about standing here, and they did a good job with the chrome. Like, it just feels like I'm in front of something that's substantial, And so far the screen, like, I know everyone wants to talk about the screen side. I'm not like, because of the size of the machine, I'm not disappointed about the size of the screen. Does that make sense? Like, if the machine was bigger and the screen was smaller, then yeah, I would be disappointed. But the package size is like a really good size. I don't know, like, I know there's going to be people that are going to ask questions like, could you put a bigger screen in it and stuff like that? I know that will come up eventually. I don't see how you would do that unless you, if you figured out what they're, we haven't opened it yet, so I don't know what they're using for the screen interface, but you'd have to figure all that out. And then wouldn't it be disappointing to lose the bezel? The bezel's really cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You weren't listening to me, but
No, I was. You said it would be really cool, but you might lose the bezel, and the bezel's really cool.
Yeah,
So
I like
I think the interchangeability is possible because I think the connection is HDMI. So it's a 1080p monitor, but it's operating at 720. Those are standard resolutions. There's standard aspect ratio. It's 16:9. You could swap it out for a different monitor, but if you go, what are you going to go to? Like a 27-inch? If you go to a 27-inch, will it even fit? A 27-inch, like I did a quick check, and I remember a 27-inch, which is the next step higher, is the width of the entire pinball machine. It's like 19 or 20 inches.
Here's the thing. You remember when I did the Toy Shock mod, I said it was dumb. It was stupid to do because the machine was expensive. Well, this machine is even more expensive than that one.
Right.
Do you really want to... Like, if your whole goal is to buy this and gut it, then don't buy this. Like, go buy a DIY kit. Like, go buy the DIY kit pinballs, because if you want to gut it, why would you gut it? It's like it's all like configured really nice for you. And if what Mel and John are saying will be a reality eventually, that you'll maybe be able to upgrade them, then it becomes more of a platform. Now, that's all to be determined, but I just can't imagine gutting this. I just feel like it'd be disappointing. It looks so nice. Like, they did a really good job aesthetically. Like, it just looks really good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a polished version of what we saw at CES,
Yeah. Well, dude, it's kind of cool. We started this year, beginning of January, seeing this at CES.
It's almost full circle, right?
Yeah. And at the end of the year, you got one. You were one of the first people to play it, and you're one of the first people to have it in your home. So must be nice to be you, Retro Ralph.
Nice.
I didn't get to play it at CES, and I didn't get one in my home in this year.
We should have pressed to have you play it at CES, though. But admittedly, you saw what they did for me. It was like they took it off the pedestal and like they ripped it away from my hands in 2 seconds.
And to be fair, it was a joke. I know I could have played it if I would have asked.
I know, but we needed to. We should have pressed that.
But I didn't, because it was.
They're like, look, man, your camera guy's annoying us. I'm like, he's not my camera guy.
Why is the camera guy coming in and telling us what to do? Like he's producing all the videos. He's the
because
producer.
he is. Because he is producing all the video. No.
Yeah. Anyway.
How's that look? I'm trying to light it up so you can see it better. Like.
Yeah. Put that backglass on that light, and we can end this thing. We go 15 more minutes, we'll break a record and have a 3-hour stream.
Put what backglass on?
Oh, I'm talking about the light from the, like the marquee-ish light.
Okay,
you
yeah.
unplugged it.
Yeah, you're right. I know. I hope people coming in knew that. And there's no glass on this right now, obviously.
Yeah.
That light back on?
Yeah.
Probably can't really tell, but... Yeah, she's pretty, for sure.
So yeah, this was really fun, man. I'm glad I got to enjoy this with you, and this is what I need from you, Ralph. I need
Okay.
you to tear it down. I
We
need
will.
you to look at the PCB itself. I need you to look at the monitor connection under the hood. We need shots of it has hydraulics, right? Like you can literally take
that's
the
right.
screen
We didn't do that.
and lift it up, and it will stay up. Like if you're doing maintenance underneath, you got to capture
On a
that.
real pinball machine. I know. We should...
Yeah.
I don't... You know, I didn't notice how you'd get to that, though, to be honest, because look... I mean, wait, what's the new word? It's not to be honest. What is it?
Yeah, we had this long conversation.
Candidly?
Can I candidly? Is that the right word? Like, we're not trying to be deceitful when we say, let me be honest with you. We're trying to be frank or candid, forthright, express our innermost feelings. Look at this. He's just taking the sucker apart.
I don't see a way to pop this up.
Oh, I wonder if Mel had like a pre-production version where
Yeah, I
it does
wonder
have
if
a
he did.
pop-up and
'Cause
the
I
final
don't see
version
that.
doesn't.
The bezel comes off.
Okay, take the bezel off. Oh, look, I see a monitor mount. In the
Yeah, this
back.
is screwed down. This isn't like... I maybe there's some other way I'm not noticing, but I don't see a way to pop this up. Because it's screwed down right here.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been really cool,
Yeah, some
actually.
people are
but-
saying no hydraulics.
Well, that would have been freaking killer, but that would have been next level. But maybe that was just because... But you can get in here and see the plunger and everything. You can see the plunger, the encoder board.
Yeah.
Yeah, this just comes off the front.
Oh,
It's
it's
got a little-
kind of interesting because part of me now understands why that's there. Dude, that's cool. That piece comes off. Is that the same exact piece that you're holding?
There's a hot dog in here.
What?
No, I'm joking.
No, but check it out. That piece of wood's like, I don't know. We should talk to Tyler or Sabo or
Oh,
something
true.
like.
Can you print something?
Yeah.
Oh, good point.
But see, I wonder if
Justin.
one of the other reasons why there's that extra, some people in the chat were calling it an apron, is because that plunger is literally needs space. It can't go into the screen.
Well, that is it. You can see it. It ends right here. The plunger goes from here to there.
Oh, wow.
I can actually, hold on. I can show you guys that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh, now we're doing the produced video live. Awesome.
No, you can. This is.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. Oh, you're doing the DMD screen, huh? Okay.
Yeah, can you see that?
Go down a little bit. There you go. There you go. Put your finger on the other side of that plunger. Make the screen go up a little bit.
Make the screen go up a little
Tilt
bit.
it towards the sky slightly. There you go. And a little bit more so we can see the wood on the top side of it. Yeah, so how much room is there between... Oh, is it physically screwed in and mounted?
Yeah.
Yeah, to that back side. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
it's screwed into here. So this whole mount is screwed. This whole piece is screwed in right here. And then, so that makes sense. So that's why that's there. Because where would the plunger go? You could do it where the screen could come down, but then you can see your flipper button, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you get your flipper button. Where would you'd have to almost lower everything, and then it would be awkward because your plunger would be like down here. It would actually not be comfortable to play if your plunger was down there.
So you could do it if the monitor was flat on the top, right? And then you
Yes,
would shrink
yeah.
the entire size of the cabinet by 6 inches. But the
Yeah.
monitor would have to, it couldn't recess.
Yeah, right.
Or
I
you
don't
take
know.
away the digital plunger. Or you
I
take away
guess,
the
but
plunger and
wouldn't
make it a
people be
button.
disappointed at that?
But then also, here's the other thing. Ideally, it kind of makes sense that the screen would fill up the entire space, but then your hands would be really close to the screen, almost like on the screen, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So I'm not too worried about it. Like, put your hands on top of there. Like you're gonna play the game, right? Like, your fingers are gonna touch those.
Well, I don't have keep in mind I don't have the bar on it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
pretty
maybe-
solid, dude.
Maybe it's all right. It
Yeah, and then
looks
to do this,
proportional
it's-
too. It
This
does.
goes right here, so you got that piece that goes there.
Mm-hmm.
The lock bar goes there, and then this just the piece goes it butts up all the way to the top, and then it crosses over, and then it just screws into one single spot right there. And then I think I'm gonna have to lift it up on this side to put it in. But
A couple of people are saying the screen does hinge up. Actually,
screen what?
it does have hydraulics.
But how?
I don't know.
I know it did in Mel's, but I don't see a way to pop it up. Yeah, I don't see a way to do it. I mean, I'm looking underneath the cabinet, and I don't think it does. But if people say it does, then maybe it does. But
Yeah, you can do a deeper dive and you'll learn it and then explain
Yeah.
that part in your video.
but it's really good. I think they did a good job, man. For their first pinball machine, I think it's pretty awesome. It looks great.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
All right, look at the camera and let's say goodbye. All right.
All right.
Come on, Ralph. We got to see your face. Come over here. Come on. Come on.
Hold on. I have to pee so bad. You have no idea.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us here at the One Up Weekly and the Retro Ralph channel. We're hoping you enjoyed this live stream where we talked the first look at the Star Wars Pinball from Arcade1up and Zen Studios. Are you okay, Ralph? Are you all right?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you see
What's
me
going
okay?
on? Yeah, we can see. All right. So
All right.
give us your real quick recap of what you think.
Well, we hit a couple of little snags when we were building it, but I mean overall, and then obviously we had some damage, but that's not no fault of, that's not a fault of Arcade1up. That's definitely a FedEx thing. So I'll have to let them know about that. But no, I really like it. I think the form factor is great. I did wonder, is the screen size going to seem like an issue? But I think because of the size of the cabinet and how it's shaped, like there isn't that much more screen you could put in it. And then we just discovered some of the other reasons why maybe they did that. But I do like this design choice of this sort of like recessed inlet bezel they put in there. So yeah, I'd say my only thing that I would want to improve on it is probably give it a little bit more bottom end. And I know why they don't. It's just
You're talking about
the
sound?
cost. Yeah, like there's a mod that we're going to be able to do to this that won't affect it, I don't think, in a negative way. And we'll give it a little bit more richness and sound. I think at that point you got something that's like, because sound makes such a big difference. If we can figure out a way to do that, there's plenty of places to mount accelerometers on this thing. Right. We could, so we'll figure something out there. But I don't think it's gonna, not accelerometers, sorry, transducers, and I don't think it would affect the overall play or mess up the accelerometers. So.
Yeah.
We'll try to do that and see if it makes a difference, because it made a huge difference on the outrun. I'd had so many people reach out to me from that outrun thing, and they were like, "This is cool, man. Thank you." So I think we can do something similar with this, and it won't cost a bunch, and it'll just give us that bottom end sound that'll just take this thing over the top, I think.
Yeah, and you always like to take it over the top. It's like Arcade1up delivers, so far, and then you do a mod that tries to enhance the product, and that's cool. So.
Yeah.
When can we expect a video from you, and what can we expect in that video?
Well, I'll do a review of the things we did, but quick, right? Like 2 to 3 minutes on the things we did together, just the build. I'll probably even pull some of those clips maybe.
Sure.
And we'll go into like each game, how it plays. We'll take this apart to see how it's all put together. I have to pee so bad, you have no idea. But just an overview, right? The close-up sexy shots so everyone can see like the artwork really good, the DMD really good, the back glass, so everyone gets a good, like, there hasn't been a lot of good close-up shots, especially, we only know this is the only, I don't know who else has a Star Wars, so
Yeah.
we should do it now so we can get a good idea of what it looks like, and then you guys can decide which ones you want, if it's a Star Wars one that's for you, or, Marvel, or maybe the Attack from Mars, which I know a lot of people want that too, so.
Right. And then Sunday we'll come back on One Up Weekly podcast and maybe talk about what we learned.
I'm squirming, Justin. We got to
All
wrap
right.
it up. I have to pee so bad, and I don't want to, unless you want me to leave and then come back, but I gotta go.
I get to taste it. All right, thank you guys so much for joining us. Don't forget to like, don't forget to hit subscribe, and we'll see you guys on
The next one.
the next one. right,
Take care, guys.
I'm
Thank
not
you
gonna
so
hit
much.
the button. I'm gonna make you squirm.
Oh, come on. Please hit the button. Come on.